know that all of us at Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We've been thinking, a championship team is not born, it's developed through precision and execution. There are a lot of teams, but only one champion. At Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac, we get that. Precision matters every time. A lot of places sell cars, but only one is professional grade. Performing to the highest standard to be your dealership of choice. Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac.
Hey, look, it's a bird.
No, is that a plane?
Wait, no,
It's Super Guy.
Can I help you?
I'm here for the IRET Properties Heroes Program, citizen. I'd like to apply to rent one of your properties and receive 10% off my monthly rent.
And I as well, ma'am.
Captain Stars and Stripes? No offense, guys, but the IRET Properties Heroes Program isn't exactly for you. Our Heroes Program honors teachers, nurses, active and retired military personnel, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and members of the National Guard by offering 10% off their monthly rent.
Not even Bat Dude?
Not even Bat Dude. But IRET has many properties with competitive rent, plus pet-friendly and outdoor pool options. I'd be happy to help you find a property to suit your needs.
That would be super!
Go to iretapartments.com or call 837-RENT to learn more about the IRET Properties Heroes Program. IRET Properties. This is home.
We live in such a fast-paced world. It's always go, go, go. When I'm out for a run, it's my time. It's the best way to start your day. Crossing the line of that marathon, it's the biggest reward you can get. I want my customers to achieve their goals and go above and beyond. I'm Nikki Ladegi, and I'm one of the running experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Moorhead.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a Farmers agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Taros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your local's Farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Take care of your feet, and they'll take care of you. The foot and ankle specialists at Trinity Health can help with both surgical and non-surgical solutions. So, patients who suffer from foot and ankle-related issues can say, so long heel pain, catch you later corns, hasta la vista hammer toes. Relieve pain now and help prevent future discomfort. Diagnosis and treatment is available today. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Captain's Cove Seafood Restaurant invites you in for your favorite seafood as well as steak, chicken, and lots of great burgers and sandwiches. The Cove has fish and chips, crab, shrimp, and all-you-can-eat meals. Captain's Cove, where fishing is made easy. 1735 South Broadway in Minot.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri. I love Firehouse Subs because you can feed your whole crew and help your community thanks to Firehouse Subs Catering. If If you're planning a tailgate, an office holiday party, or anything in between, Firehouse Subs has crowd-pleasing platters starting at just $5 per person. They'll even deliver to you. And of course, you'll be helping your community because a portion of every purchase at Firehouse Subs goes towards helping first responders in our communities. The more subs folks enjoy, the more Firehouse Subs is able to help save lives.
Firehouse Subs Catering. Choose from sub, salad, or dessert platters for your next group gathering. Platters start at just $5 a person. Visit FirehouseSubs.com to find a location near you. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit FirehouseSubs.com.
Hi, Scott Cattell here. Fall is just around the corner, which means the winter months aren't far away. Get your vehicle ready for your fall and winter driving with a stop at Jerry's Repair and Alignment. Jerry Fry is an ASC certified master mechanic with 30-plus years of experience. Jerry uses state-of-the-art equipment to ensure your alignment is done the right way to give you the best ride on the highway. And the right alignment also saves you wear and tear on your tires. Jerry goes the extra mile and will balance and rotate your tires to get you down the road worry-free. And if you need tires, Jerry can also take care of that. And that's not all. Jerry's can handle all jobs, big and small, and works on all makes and models. So make that appointment today. Stop in at Jerry's Repair and Alignment, 1306 1st Street Southwest, or call him at 852-0332 and tell him Scott sent you.
Daniel the deer danced everywhere. He pranced through fields and jigged through rivers. Then he saw it. What a stage! A place no deer had dared dance before. The hood of a brand new car. Hey, my car! And the car was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Deer Dance Floor, December 1st, 2014. Talk to a Farmers agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Taurus forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals Farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
All in one place, you can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I love Firehouse Subs. Take their meatball sub, for example. It's loaded wall-to-wall with Italian meatballs and a zesty marinara with melted provolone on a toasted roll. And when I say take their meatball sub, I mean it. Grab a medium meatball sub combo to go right now, just $6. But don't forget, the reason Firehouse Subs is driven to make the best subs anywhere is simple. The more subs you enjoy, the more they're able to help save lives because a portion of every purchase goes towards first responders in our communities.
The Firehouse Sub Meatball Sub Combo. Medium meatball sub, your choice of chips, and a 22-ounce drink. Get it hot and ready in our to-go box, now just $6 for a limited time only. Order online now at FirehouseSubs.com. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit FirehouseSubs.com.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up!
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. They're trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a Farmers agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Taurus forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals Farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
What's the best birthday party option in town? Toros Hockey. You supply the birthday boy or girl, and the Toros do the rest. Designated party areas and all sorts of perks to make your birthday kid feel special on his or her special day. Kids, it's up to you. Tell your parents or guardian that you want to celebrate your birthday with Tank and the Toros. For more information, call 701-852-0101 or visit MinotaurosHockey.com. Toros Hockey, making your birthday special. Join the charge.
Hi, this is Carson Wentz. While we have a couple seconds, I'd like to tell you why I'm a fan of Ryan Family Dealerships. They know the only way to win someone's respect, to earn their business, is by meeting and exceeding their expectations. That's why I buy my vehicles here. Whether it's sales, parts, or service, you can be sure they'll go the extra mile for you. Take it from me, you're going to love buying from Ryan.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork and their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We've been thinking. A championship team is not born, it's developed through precision and execution. There are a lot of teams, but only one champion. At Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac, we get that. Precision matters every time. A lot of places sell cars, but only one is professional grade. Performing to the highest standard to be your dealership of choice. Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac.
Hey, look, it's a bird.
No, is that a plane?
Wait, no,
It's Super Guy.
Can I help you?
I'm here for the IRET Properties Heroes program, citizen. I'd like to apply to rent one of your properties and receive 10% off my monthly rent.
And I as well, ma'am.
Captain Stars and Stripes? No offense, guys, but the IRET Properties Heroes program isn't exactly for you. Our Heroes program honors teachers, nurses, active and retired military personnel, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and members of the National Guard by offering 10% off their monthly rent.
Not even Bat Dude?
Not even Bat Dude. But IRET has many properties with competitive rent, plus pet-friendly and outdoor pool options. I'd be happy to help you find a property to suit your needs.
That would be super!
Go to iretapartments.com or call 837-RENT to learn more about the IRET Properties Heroes program. IRET Properties. This is home.
We live in such a fast-paced world. It's always go, go, go. When I'm out for a run, it's my time. It's the best way to start your day. Crossing the line of that marathon, it's the biggest reward you can get. I want my customers to achieve their goals and go above and beyond. I'm Nikki Ladegi, and I'm one of the running experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Moorhead.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a Farmers agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Taros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals Farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Take care of your feet, and they'll take care of you. The foot and ankle specialists at Trinity Health can help with both surgical and non-surgical solutions. So patients who suffer from foot and ankle related issues can say, "So long, heel pain. Catch you later, corns. Hasta la vista, hammer toes." Relieve pain now and help prevent future discomfort. Diagnosis and treatment is available today. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Captain's Cove Seafood Restaurant invites you in for your favorite seafood as well as steak, chicken, and lots of great burgers and sandwiches. The Cove has fish and chips, crab, shrimp, and all-you-can-eat meals. Captain's Cove, where fishing is made easy. 1735 South Broadway in Minot.
It's time for Minotauros Hockey on the Toros Network, AM 1390 KRRZ, and HockeyTV.com. Toros Hockey is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Gooseneck Implement, Mattress Firm, Liberty Tax, and Coulter Energy. Now let's go live to the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show with Ken Oda.
Hello and welcome inside the Northwoods Credit Union Arena here in Cloquet, Minnesota. Toros and Wilderness about 15 minutes from the drop of the puck. As the Toros look to bounce back into the win column, they need to do so. Already 4 losses in a row. One of those did come in overtime, but it is the tied with the season-long losing streak of 4 in a row. That came in early October, so the Toros looking to avoid setting a new low for the season in games without a win. In order to do that tonight, they'll need to bounce back against this Wilderness club that handled them pretty well last night. The Toros came out to a good start shots-wise, but just 25 seconds in, Edward Lindelof scored. He was left alone in front. He got another one later in the period. And then when the Wilderness popped in their third early in the second, the game was pretty much out of reach. Also, the Wilderness from that point on seemed to turn the momentum. And they ended up out shooting the Toros as well. Toros managed just 5 shots on goal in the third period when they were trying to come back from down 3. Austin Dollimer did get his 9th on a nice takeaway alone in front. Stripped the puck from the Wilderness defender and popped it past Ryan Fanti, but it wasn't enough as the Toros fell by a score of 3-1. Take a look at the updated standings. After last night, the Aberdeen Wings move out into first place, 42 points on the season, 20-11-2. The Austin Bruins, they won as well, so they stayed just a point back with 41, 18-10-5. The Wilderness put themselves out of reach of the Toros for the weekend with the win. 18-14-3 gives them 39 points on the year. The Bobcats did lose, so that keeps them just 1 point ahead of the Toros. 34 points for the Cats. The Toros fall to an even 500, 14-14-5, 33 points. So a win tonight coupled with a Bobcat loss, and the Toros are right back in playoff position. And then Brookings, the opponent for the next 2 weekends, they lost as well. They did make it to a shootout, however, with Austin. So they pick up a point and pull within 1 of the Toros with 32 points on the season for Brookings, 14-16-4. They are the only team in the division under 500. Division schedule looks the same as it did last night, aside from the Toros and the Wilderness. Austin and Brookings get going at 7:05 as well. And then 10 minutes later, Bismarck and Aberdeen will drop the puck. Looking at the season set, the Wilderness, I should say, now lead the Toros 2-1 on the year. The heavy hitters, Austin Dollimer, 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points against the Wilderness. Miroslav Mucha, he's got 3 goals and an assist. He was held off the score sheet last night, so he's got 4 points, as does Lincoln Earn and Grant Loven with 4 points against these Wilderness. For the Wilderness, they've got a bunch of guys with 3. Altman, Dow, Kobina, Lindelof, and Michael all have 3 points against the Toros. Lindelof has 2 of his 4 goals on the season against the Toros this year. We'll take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll hear from Toros area scout Reed Larson on what his impression of the team is so far this year, as well as what to look forward to next season. We'll have that after these messages here on the Toros Network.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri. I love Firehouse Subs because you can feed your whole crew and help your community thanks to Firehouse Subs Catering. If you're planning a tailgate, an office holiday party, or anything in between, Firehouse Subs has crowd-pleasing platters starting at just $5 per person. They'll even deliver to you. And of course, you'll be helping your community because a portion of every purchase at Firehouse Subs goes towards helping first responders in our communities. The more subs folks enjoy, the more Firehouse Subs is able to help save lives.
Firehouse Subs Catering. Choose from sub, salad, or dessert platters for your next group gathering. Platters start at just $5 a person. Visit FirehouseSubs.com to find a location near you. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit FirehouseSubs.com.
Daniel the deer danced everywhere. He pranced through fields and jigged through rivers. Then he saw it. What a stage! A place no deer had dared dance before. The hood of a brand new car. Hey, my car! And the car was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Deer Dance Floor, December 1st, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Welcome back inside the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. I'm Ken Oda, and joining me now is Toros area scout Reed Larson. Reed, normally we'd have you on during intermission, but we've got a couple of alums stopping by we're going to talk to later, so thanks for coming in a little early and jumping on the pregame show with us.
Oh, absolutely, Ken. Thanks for having me up here.
Now, you are responsible for finding the guys who make up the club, so how much do you and the other scouts follow the team as the season progresses?
You know, quite a bit online, watching on Hockey TV. I probably catch 3, 4, 5 games a month throughout the course of the season. You know, I'm yet to have the opportunity to get out to Minot. But, of course, I coach high school hockey in Minnesota, so not a huge opportunity to get on there as we're playing most of our games when the Toros are playing. But, you know, I'm on Twitter every single night watching. So
awesome. Well, who are some of the guys that I know from years past? Lucas Murray was one of your guys from Virginia there, but who are some of the guys you found for the Toros and have brought in?
As of right now, guys that are still on the roster right now, Keenan Lund.
Lund is one of my favorite kids.
Oh, he's fun to watch, isn't he?
He is. He's just always working.
Yep, Alex Adams, obviously one of my probably one of my more proud guys to have. I'm not taking anything away from Keenan or anybody else, but of course, Alex Adams is from my hometown of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, so I like that one there. And Keenan Lund played, he's pretty close to my heart because he played for the Granite City Lumberjacks last year and won a national championship. Of course, that's the other scouting position that I have on the side for Granite City. And Taylor Lance from Greenway, Minnesota.
So you've got 2/3 of the top line.
Well, there you go.
Lance
you got it.
And Alex Adams, along with Andrew Kangisel, making up the top line tonight. And I think overall, you know, those are Lundy and Lance are a couple of kids who really come into their own, who maybe didn't adjust right away. I think you know that first maybe month of the season struggled with understanding their role with the Tier 2 team, but they've both come on. And you know what I love about Keenan Lund is he's a kid who it seems like every day is out for an extra hour or two after practice shooting pucks, skating himself, and I love the work ethic, and you love to see kids like that succeed.
Well, he's a guy that, you know, coming into the team, we weren't really sure exactly what the role was that Keenan was going to fill there when we're down in Andover picking our team, and we knew we liked him a lot. Coach Murray said, you know, what I really like is his speed, and I like his motor. I see with Granite City that he was kind of a guy that put a lot of points on the board. I'm not necessarily sure that, you know, going from the NA3 to the NA, that's going to translate the same way. Do you think that he's going to be able to buy into the type of role we need him, which could be a second, third line guy where you're really an energy guy? And he's a guy, just like you said, he's going to do whatever coach asks him to do.
And Taylor Lance, another kid who's come along here. one of the I think the Toros' weaknesses early in the season was secondary scoring, and Taylor Lance, one of the guys, him and Fritz Blyle, another one, a couple of the rookies who have sort of found their way here in this middle third of the season, I should say.
Yeah, you get into that second half or middle half of the season like you're talking about, and some of your guys that are just coming in their rookie year, they really don't become a veteran there until about the second half of the season. You see it doesn't matter what level of junior hockey you're talking. If you're talking NA3, if you're talking NA, there's a learning curve. And you couldn't get through that learning curve with a better coach than what they have right now in Coach Murray. These guys have got a phenomenal opportunity here in Minot to be able to get well coached and groomed for whatever their future holds for them.
But enough about this year's team. That's not your job anymore. They're already here. Now it's up to Marty and Shane to handle that. Next year's team, that's your job. What are we looking at down the pipe? I know we talked to Chris Lonke. He brought up some names, guys, that we can expect to see perhaps, when we get to add those 2 tenders in March, or guys we can expect to see come to camp over the summer and make the club next year and be contributors.
Well, the names are what I hate to throw out there because you never know if they're going to show up or not, so sure. I'm not going to throw a name, but I'm going to say that first of all, I do whatever Chris Lonke tells me to do because he's my boss.
Sure.
Okay, and then the other boss that goes ahead of me is Coach Murray,
sure.
And Shane. But Coach Lonke and I have a pretty darn good relationship, and we get kind of in the middle of the season right now where we're both coaching high school teams. We don't communicate as much as we do in the fall before our season starts, and in the spring when our season's over.
Sure.
But we're starting to hit that time frame here now, close to February, where we're starting to put our lists together. We're talking about different postseason things that we're planning to go to, like the state hockey tournaments, section tournaments, grade 8s, different showcases, all-star showcases at the end of the year. And we're really kind of starting to put our lists together and just kind of cross-reference those between the two of us so that who do we like together, who's on your list, that's on my list, and we go that way first.
Now you've been with the Toros for a few years here. Have you noticed between the new facility and the success the team has had on the ice, has talking to kids in Minnesota and other places that you guys go, has it gotten a little bit easier when they see the bullhead on your jacket?
Yes, 100%. And I think that goes, with the new facility and everything like that, it's a phenomenal area to sell a hockey program to a kid. But really, really what goes miles and miles with recruiting kids to come out there is the reputation that the organization already has, Ken. It's a reputation that Coach Murray has set forth with the organization. It's what's been honed with Chris Lonke and all of our scouting personnel. And, I really think that the organization does it the right way. And I tell everybody this, and I say this to all of the kids that I recruit. I really don't get paid anything, okay? So just understand something, that this organization treats me really well. And if they treat an unpaid scout, a peon, so to speak, in the program, that's me, imagine how well they're going to treat your kids when you go out there. And that's kind of a scouting tool that I use when I'm talking to parents. Listen, they're going to treat you like a king, but you're going to have to work for it.
Well, can't argue with that. Thanks for coming up, Reed. It's always good to see you. Hopefully we'll get you out to Minot sooner rather than later and let you take in the awesome new Pepsi rink. But we're going to take a break here. That'll do it for the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. When we come back, the drop of the puck here on the Minotauros Network.
All in one place. You can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I love Firehouse Subs. Take their meatball sub, for example. It's loaded wall-to-wall with Italian meatballs and a zesty marinara with melted provolone on a toasted roll. And when I say take their meatball sub, I mean it. Grab a medium meatball sub combo to go right now, just $6. But don't forget, the reason Firehouse Subs is driven to make the best subs anywhere is simple. The more subs you enjoy, the more they're able to help save lives, because a portion of every purchase goes towards first responders in our communities.
The Firehouse Sub Meatball Sub Combo. Medium meatball sub, your choice of chips and a 22-ounce drink. Get it hot and ready in our to-go box, now just $6 for a limited time only. Order online now at FirehouseSubs.com. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit FirehouseSubs.com.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up!
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. They're trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
What's the best birthday party option in town? Toros Hockey. You supply the birthday boy or girl, and the Toros do the rest. Designated party areas and all sorts of perks to make your birthday kid feel special on his or her special day. Kids, it's up to you. Tell your parents or guardian that you want to celebrate your birthday with Tank and the Toros. For more information, call 701-852-0101 or visit MinotaurosHockey.com. Toros Hockey, making your birthday special. Join the charge.
Hi, this is Carson Wentz. While we have a couple seconds, I'd like to tell you why I'm a fan of Ryan Family Dealerships. They know the only way to win someone's respect, to earn their business, is by meeting and exceeding their expectations. That's why I buy my vehicles here. Whether it's sales, parts, or service, you can be sure they'll go the extra mile for you. Take it from me, you're going to love buying from Ryan.
Welcome back inside the Northwood Credit Union Arena. I'm Ken Oda. You've got the Minotauros Network, 1390 KRRZ AM in Minot Hockey TV worldwide, and the Listen Live tab on GoToros.com. Toros looking to break a 4-game skid. They did manage a shootout loss last Friday, so 1 point over that 4-game losing streak. The Toros, as a group, have not had a bad prolonged stretch like some of the teams in the division have. Toros' longest losing streak is 4. But the Toros also haven't had one of the long win streaks that teams in the division had. Longest winning streak for the Toros is 3. Puck is dropped and we are underway. Loven lost the draw. The Wilderness control. Toros take it back. Cole touches back to the D. D to D. Rosenbaum to Sawchuk. It's ahead. Belisle touches for Loven. Loven speeds into the zone on the far side. Loven tries a shot in and out of the glove. Rebound to the near side. Rosenbaum puts it wide of the cage. It'll roll on to the far side. Ryan Fanti in net again for the Wilderness. Jack Roble takes over for Lonkala. Backhand try. That's fought off. Jack Roble takes over for the Toros. This one thrown into the Toros zone. Roble stops that. Rosenbaum quickly ahead for Cole. Cole lost the handle into the zone, but it's poked right back out. Taken back by Loven. Loven rolls that deep into the zone. Kangas will give chase. Toros are mid-change. He's the only forward who stays on. Lucia chips ahead along the near side wall. It's out to neutral ice. Not much farther before the Wilderness mishandle. Now Lucia finds it again. Plays it into the zone where Roble stops for Earn. Earn looks up ice for Kangas. It didn't get there, and it'll bounce wide of the cage. They'll say no icing, so the Wilderness have to play. Played back to the point. Lincoln Earn. Earn banks that on the wall. Toros are working from left to right on your dial. Quick shot that goes wide, wearing the traveling red. The Wilderness in the home whites and green. Chipped into the Toro zone. They chase after into the far corner. Lincoln Earn ties a man up. Foose battling behind the Toro net as well, but the Wilderness gather it in and play up the wall. Taken away by Earn. He's walled off. Taken right back by the Toros, and Adams plays to Muha ahead. He's forced to turn at the Wilderness blue line. He'll just roll it deep. Back on it is Baird. Baird comes to the near side. Horn guides out to neutral ice and ends, throws it right back in. Mishandled by Horn. It rolls just wide of the cage, and the Wilderness take back over in their own zone. Pass up the middle is off the mark. Good keep by Ends. Touched back in front. Left alone. Shot save made by Fanti, and he's able to squeeze the arm against the side of the body to rob Keenan Lund. 18:02 left to play here in period number 1. Toros and Wilderness, obviously, still without a score. I suppose I shouldn't say obviously. It just took 25 seconds for the Wilderness to pop one in last night, but of course, that was the first whistle, and it didn't come after a goal, so perhaps it was in fact obvious. Near side, they battle. Puck squirts deep into the Toros zone. Toros chase after. Back on it is Austin Dollimer. He had the Toros' lone goal last night off of a nice play on a takeaway. Again, Toros start up ice. That pass misses Lund. Wilderness back on it. Pass across. Michael can't catch the carom off the wall and scoops it away. We'll give you the starting goaltending numbers. Ryan Fanti on the season for the Wilderness. 12-4-2, a 2.35 and a 9.30 as Lund puts one up high off the glass. Rebound chipped in behind the Wilderness net. Roble in net for the Toros. 5-6-1, a 2.58 and a 9.03 for the Toro goaltender. Up the far side, Rysanen chips that in. Puck rolls around to the near side. Talbot works down the wall. Looks to cut to the front. Talbot tries to go 5-hole, but Fanti able to shut it down for a whistle. 16:54 left to play here in period number 1. Toros and Wilderness, no score. Some fans already checking in on social media. The Mock family and the Bachovens back in the Magic City. Hopefully enjoying the broadcast thus far. We are interactive on the Toros Network. You can tweet at the team at Minotoro Hockey, MINOTAUROHOCKEY, or at me personally at Ken_Oda. That's KEN_ODA. Far side, Rysanen's tied up. Wilderness gather, and they'll start up ice. This is Lucia. Chips it into the corner. Roble out of his net to play. Banks ahead. That finds Rysanen. Rysanen comes across for McGinnis. McGinnis gains the red line, and he'll look to carry into the zone. He does. Dangle through, and then rolls it down into the corner. Chipped along the wall. 3 Wilderness on the near side. They flip it out to neutral ice. Rosenbaum plays for Rysanen. He can't stop, but Green will retreat and retrieve. He plays back across to Rysanen, who comes up the middle to Cole. Riker Cole on the attack. Looks to break wide into the zone. He has Green going to the front. He was looking for a tip, but it's fought off instead by Fanti. And the Wilderness will try and turn and burn the other way. Nick Altman tries a shot blocker save into the corner by Roble. Roble aggressively out on the edge of his crease to make that save. Wraparound try. That's shut down, and Roble, hungry hippo style, snags that one and pulls it in. 15:56 left to play here in period number 1. Toros and Wilderness scoreless. Toros lead in shots 3-2. Aside from Twitter, for those of you not active on the tweet machine, you can always email me, Coda at MinotaurosHockey.com. That's KODA at MinotaurosHockey.com. Toros control. Pass comes across for Riker Cole. He gains the line on the near side. Sauces one in. Lovin's able to tip it. Now he collides with the goaltender. Toros can't take advantage, and the puck is played over to the far side. Thrown out to neutral ice. Sam Foose is back on it. Foose chips ahead. Gathered in by Belisle. Belisle has got 4 goals this year. All 4 of them are the first goal of the game in which he's scored. So when Fritz does score, he gets the Toros going. Quick turnover behind the net, almost wrapped around, but Roble's able to shut it down, and now a long toss ahead has Kangas. Kangas speeds into the zone on the far side, looking to bull his way to the front, but he's forced into the corner nicely by Troy. Wilderness take it away. Michael rolls it deep. Out of his net to stop is Roble. Roble leaves for Sawchuk, and the Toros look to speed up ice again. Sawchuk has trouble with a forecheck from Dow. Beats it and now gains the red line and fires one into the glove. All the way from center ice, a shot on net for Nolan Sawchuk. 14:47 to play here in period number 1. We're scoreless. More check-ins. The Picard family checking in. Jean will be to the right of Ryan Fanti. Draw controlled by the Wilderness. Played ahead, Dow. Dow looks to Altman. Ash Altman drops back for Dow. Shot coming. Save made by Roble. No rebound given. Josh Fricks was cutting across the top of the crease. He had the third goal for the Wilderness last night. A good job by Roble not to provide a rebound for him to tap home. Draw now to the right of Roble. Lucia and Dahlimer. Toros controller McGinnis did for a moment, but then had it taken away. Dahlimer chips ahead. Pass hits a skate, but it caroms right to Dahlimer. Dahlimer leaves off Mucha. Mucha comes back across for McGinnis. McGinnis will retreat. He plays ahead for Lund. Lund mishandles. Toros run into each other. Mucha still able to control. He plays ahead. Toros find Rosenbaum on the near side. Rosie into the zone. Looks to break wide. Shot from a tough angle. Save made. Rebound lays loose. Toros can't poke it towards the cage. Rolled in behind. Wilderness take over. Pass ahead for Lucia is off the mark. They'll say no icing, so Rosenbaum will retreat and retrieve for the Toros. He's in behind the net. Getting dogged there by Terscott. He'll leave it instead for McGinnis. Connor McGinnis head up looking ahead. That one's off the mark. Wilderness D-to-D in their own zone. Treble banks ahead. Horn gets rocked on the near side by Rosenbaum, but the puck's ahead. Altman tries a shot that's fought off by Roble, and now Mucha will chip that out to neutral ice. Wilderness D control at their own end. Horn can't stop that. Foose will retreat and win the race for icing by a half a step. More fans checking in. Every time a Rosenbaum family member checks in, they remind me how sunny it is in Southern California. I used to spend my summers in Monterey. I certainly miss the California weather. The Koopmans checking in as well. The Sawchucks from Winnipeg. Jamie Hyatt and the Hyatt clan listening as well. Long shot, that's fought off. This is Talbot. Talbot chips over the blue line. Toros look to chase it down. Near side they battle. Carried ahead Lindelof. He had the first 2 goals of the game last night. That bid is blockered away, however, by Roble. Put in behind. Altman, far side. That's Ash Altman. He has it taken away from him by Sawchuk. Sawchuk blows a tire. Trying to cut back to the front. Turned over. Dow comes out. Shot fought off just barely by Roble. Able to get enough as he came out far to challenge. Now it's up top Troy. Troy will just roll that deep. It'll roll around to the far side. Reisinen tries to keep it moving. It's blocked off by Baird. Wilderness control. Feed across. Good stick by Colby End. And now the Toros have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. They do not, however, after a long shift in their own zone, they'll opt to chip it and change. Fritz Belial up on the pressure, but the Wilderness control in their own zone. Long stretch pass ahead. Missed everyone, and the Toros should win the race for icing. They do. 12:04 left to play in period number 1. Shots on goal, even at 4 aside. None have gone in. Jamie Hyatt thinks email is a little bit too old school. Not everyone's on Twitter, Jamie. This one played around to the far side. While we're talking about social media interaction, we're going to hear from Nate Pionk and Chase Springman during the intermissions tonight. Both play Division III hockey for St. Scholastica. They won last night. We'll find out how they did this afternoon. If you have any questions for a couple of Toros alum who played 3 seasons each in Minot, send them our way. This is Lucia into the zone. Rosenbaum ties him up and it's played back to Lysador at the point. Long shot blocked in front by Loven. It ends up in the near side corner. 11:28 left to play here in the period as Lysador goes along the blue line to the far side. Delay, nice move walking in. Shot blocked off by traffic, and now it is up underneath Roble, and the whistle goes. Pushing and shoving, and Rosenbaum dumps a Wilderness player down. Another tied up by Cole. Cole just got a good jab in on Isaac Kobina, who wears a bubble. Meanwhile, there's a Wilderness player lying on top of the Toros goaltender. It was Goetz with that nice move to delay by time and walk in. The puck hit traffic. It ended up trickling on net, and Roble was able to find it through the weeds and cover before any harm could come. At least harm on the scoreboard. He did end up with a Wilderness player laying on top of him. 11:19 left to go here in period number 1. Still no score. Toros being outshot 6-4. Lance and Turskett on the draw. They're going to say Lance kicked that. What's funny is I believe it was the Wilderness player, Turskett, who kicked that puck, but it ended up going to a Toros player. Draw one back by the Wilderness. Lysagor chips down into the corner. Shot from a tough angle, fought off by Roble. Far side. Another shot blocked. It ends up and out of play. 11:07 left to go here in period number 1. Still no score. Draw to the left of Roble this time. This time Lance wins it cleanly. Played around to the near side and Foose. Foose moves up to Adams. Adams avoids the hit but lost the handle. Ern was there in support and he chips ahead for Lance. Lance looks into the middle. There's no one there for the Toros. So the Wilderness take over. Turskett. He'll play around behind his net to Gotts. The Goats, I should say, comes along to the near side. Horn's pass is tipped, but it finds Turskott anyways. Turskott shot blocker save into the near corner by Roble. Ahead for Adams. Adams from the near side half plays back to the D and Foose. Foose delays. Now he looks up ice. He finds Adams. Alex Adams, the Toro captain, into the zone. Tries a drag move. It doesn't work. A good stick there by Ben Ward denies that opportunity. Michael turns over to Adams, who kept that for a moment, and then it's flipped up and out of play for a whistle. 622 seconds left to go here in period number 1. Toros and Wilderness are still scoreless. Because that puck went into the bench, they will allow the Wilderness to change. Offensive zone draw coming for the Toros. Dahlemer, Lund, and Mucha in front of Sawchuk and Enns. They're up to something as the quintet gathers to discuss before lining up for the draw. Dahlemer wins the draw, but it's poked away from Mucha and played along the near side wall. Lund steps in and takes that away. Work down the wall for Dahlemer, looking into the middle. It never got through to Miro. Far side, Colby Enns keeps it, chops down the wall. Mucha keeps it moving for Dahlemer in behind. Dahlemer pinned to the wall, but he does manage to keep that puck. It squirts along the kick plate to the far side. They continue to dig. A jumping bat with a hand for a Wilderness player, and eventually they gather it in. It's chipped ahead, but Lund takes that away. He'll smack it down the wall for Dahlemer. Dahlemer's tied up. Lund plays down low for Miro. Miro looks to keep it moving. Pass to Lund. Lund plays up top. Sawchuk looking for a lane. Shot blocked. Played back by Dahlemer to the D and Enns. Enns looks across for Sawchuk. Sawchuk just chips it deep. Toros working down low. This is what worked for them early last night. A good stick by Sawchuk. Breaks that up, and now it's underneath. Sawchuk has his stick held. Finally, Mucha able to step in, but he lost the handle behind the net. Wilderness control. They bank it in behind for Treble. Long pass up ice. Michael touches it. Sawchuk plays ahead. Both teams trying to change quickly, except for Miro, who stayed out. Pass couldn't find him, however. Miro didn't touch that, and they whistle it offside anyways. 9:07 left to go here in period number 1. We've got a media timeout. We'll take one too. We'll be back with the rest of the first period after this message here on the Minotauros Network.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up.
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. There's trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Welcome back inside the Northwood Credit Union Arena. Here in Cloquet, Minnesota, Toros and Wilderness are scoreless. 10 minutes and 53 seconds into period number 1. Wilderness control off the draw. Played to the far side. Ryson got a stick on it. Tried to put it deep into the zone, but it's cut off in the Wilderness control. Chased down. Rosenbaum keeps it at the point. Long shot gloved and held by Fanti for a whistle. 8:52 left to go here in period number 1. Shots on goal, 7-5 in favor of the Wilderness. Coonrod family checking in back in Minot. Good to have them on board. Green wins it back. That split the defense. Banked ahead. Toros had to touch up. I don't know that they did cleanly, but the linesman's going to allow it. A big hit by Talbot in the corner. Absolutely unseated Andrew Troy. This is played with a high stick. So the Wilderness got a free touch. Ward banks back. Long shot is blocked by Ryson, up and out of play for a whistle. No tall glass here in Cloquet. So you see a few more pucks go out of play in the ends of the zones. Then you see perhaps in Minot or now Bismarck as they got their new glass. So anything Minot does, Bismarck will do 2 years later. Penalty coming. Or did they just whistle at a hand pass? It's a pretty emphatic whistle and point by the referee. Nope, just the net had come off. 8:18, a palindrome on the clock as we drop the puck in front of the Toro bench. Eventually, there we go. And we're back underway. The Wilderness control. Isidore gives to Goetz. Chipped into the Toro zone on the far side. Roble out of his net to play. He'll use the glass to put that ahead for Loven, but the pass was head high. Fortunately, support came for Belisle. Now it's ahead for Loven. Loven looking to turn the corner. Goetz forces him deep into the zone instead. Loven still has the puck, however. Looking to work his way out of the corner. Tries to bank it back to the point, but Nick Altman gets in the way. Belisle steps into him. The puck lays free. Loven finds it, spins through, walks in, shot. That goes wide. Rebound around to the near side. The defenseman Rosenbaum had pinched down. He wasn't at the point to keep it. Rosenbaum chases that puck down, flips it into the zone. That went up and over a rafter. Managed not to touch anything and stayed in play. Wilderness start up the near side. Pass ahead for Michael. He catches the carom neatly. Looks to center. Defended beautifully by Sam Foose. Foose plays in behind. This is Earn. Earn passes ahead. That pass is off the mark, however. The Wilderness look to take it back. Where Cole steps in, cleverly plays across to Foose. Foose ahead. That pass was off the mark, but it was tipped by Michael, so no icing. Kangas will pressure into the corner. And they'll dig there. Puck moves along the wall. A touch ahead is picked off by Lance, but given right back to Lindelof, who plays it in behind. Wilderness will start up ice. Kangas applying pressure, forcing the Wilderness to delay. And now we'll have to work backwards. Treble on the near side. He looks across. That's touched into the zone. Roble almost tried to play ahead, and he ended up having to glove it. Reminiscent of Marcus Mariota's touchdown pass to himself in the NFL playoffs last weekend. This is Enns. He gains the red line and chips it in. Toros will chase after. Played across to the far side by the Wilderness, however, turned up over the middle, or it would have been. But Adams and Enns miscommunicated. Both left the puck for the other, and it squirts out to neutral ice. The Toros will start up again. Sawchuk delaying. The forwards are changing. Now they find Dahlemer coming on. Dahlemer delays. He's looking for the trailer. It was Enns, but it's poked away and up and out of play by Ash Altman. The Lawrence family checking in. Good to have them on board as well. Feels like forever since I've seen some of these people. Shot, it's in! Lund! Keenan Lund has the Toros on the board. Reed Larson and I were just talking about Keenan. on the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. Good to see the hard work pay off for Keenan Lund. Rosenbaum plays ahead for Lund. Lund picks up his third of the season. This puck sent all the way down. Big hit in the corner. And Rosenbaum easily wins that race for icing. Green, Talbot, and Reisenen. Draw controlled by the Toros. McGinnis tries to chop down in the corner, but Goetz gloves down. Green takes it away from him, works it to Reisenen. Reisenen trying to work it back to the point. Long shot coming. It's blocked off instead by the Wilderness. They mishandle in their own zone. Nick Altman's forced back. Green applying pressure, but Goetz will work his way out of the zone. Green hits him, but now a pair of Toros collide. That allows the Wilderness to gather and dump it in. Reisenen's back on it, looking to control. And now Talbot's going to go with Troy. I don't know what set that off behind the play, but Troy has Talbot by the back of the neck. They wrestle. Neither one able to throw a punch. Troy trying to come from underneath. Now Talbot comes back. Not sure either player landed a punch. And as that started behind the play, don't know what set it off. I think they forgot to stop the clock as well during all that. So now they put 5:11 on the clock. So where will they put the draw? It's going to be down in the Toro zone. Eventually. Not sure what they have to discuss. It seemed pretty straightforward. Wilderness control off the draw. They play it down the wall. Earn plays the body. Loven steps in, controls the puck, plays ahead to Earn. Earn to the far side, and Belisle. Belisle's pass hits a skate and comes back towards him. Loven steps in and controls. Loven into the zone. He's pushed off the puck, gets it back. Loven working hard, fighting through a hook. Now he gets taken down, and a call will come as the Wilderness touch. It took 3 or 4 tries, but eventually the call comes, and the Toros go to the power play. So the Toros go to the power play on the season. Toros are 15th on the power play, 19%. The Wilderness, 11th on the kill, 79.8. Kangas holds along the wall. Touch back to Sawchuk. Sawchuk walks the middle. Leaves off to the far side. Adams. Adams leaves for Lance. Lance from the hash marks on the far wall. He walks to the top of the far circle, then leaves off for Adams. Adams touches up top Sawchuk. Sawchuk delays, then goes back to Adams, who kicks to the stick, then leaves off far side, and then Sawchuk can't handle. 1:32 left on the man advantage as Sawchuk moves it up the wall for Foose. Foose into the middle for Adams. Adams delays. Now will gain the line. Look to chip it deep to himself. He does. Adams working down low. They crisscross behind the net. Adams plays up to the point. Comes across near point. Foose. Foose back up top. Sawchuk leaves off far side. Adams. Adams back to Sawchuk. No lane. So drop down low. Lance Back up top, Sawchuk fans on a shot and now mishandles. Lance does well to retreat and retrieve that before it can be a shorthanded break. Foose just iced that puck. The goaltender came out to play, however, so no icing. Wilderness hold, and now they send it all the way down on net. 45 seconds left on the Toros power play. Rosenbaum starts up ice. Rosenbaum gains the red line and chips it deep. Looks to chase it down, but it's played to the near corner. Dahlemer steps in and takes it away. 30 seconds on the power play. Dahlemer tied up. Loven stepped into, tries to soccer it ahead. They'll dig along the wall. Loven tied up. Dahlemer has it there. Gives to Mucha. Mucha up top to Enns. Enns looks far point. Rosenbaum comes back up top. Enns. Pass is blocked and cleared. Just 5 seconds on the man advantage, so that should do it for the power play. Except for it's ahead. Mucha with 1 second left. His shot is blocked up and out of play for a whistle. 2:44 to go here in period number 1. Toros lead 1-0 on Keenan Lund's third of the season. Draw will be to the left of Fanti. Controlled by the Wilderness. Lund plays the body, but Ash Altman's ahead. He finds Lindelof into the zone, delays. Now he puts one on net that's sticked into the corner by Roble. Big collision in behind, initiated by Foose. Puck keeps moving to the far side. Earn can't clear. Wilderness control. Lysagor from up top. Long shot blocked out front by Foose. Foose chips to the near side and Lund. Lund hurries along the near side wall, gains the line. He's looking to center, nothing there. He banks in behind. Wilderness control to the far side. Long toss ahead, finds Lysagor. Lysagor will dump it into the Toro zone. Takes a hit from Lund for the effort. Ends back on it with 124 seconds left to play here in the first period. Toro start up ice. It's head for Green. Green gains the line and breaks to the far side wall. Looks back into the middle for Reisenen, but it's picked off, and the Wilderness will look to counter quickly. Puck caught up in snow in front of their bench. Cost them a quick rush. Now Treble dumps that into the Toro zone. It'll ride the rail around to the far side. Drops to the kick plate, and Sawchuk keeps it moving. Caught up in the snow. Won't go far enough for icing. Big hit down low by Belisle. Fritz Belisle just leveled Treble. This is Lucia in. Ahead for Loven. Loven touches for Belisle. 3-on-2 as the Toros hit the line. Belisle plays to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum shot save made. Toros were in too deep to clean up the rebound. 70 seconds left as this is not out of the zone. Belisle has it. Drops back for Rosenbaum again. Rosenbaum shot in and out of the glove. Rebound covered Hungry Hippo style by Fanti. And now Turcott ties up Rosenbaum. Interesting decision here. Typically, if the defensemen drop below the tops of the circles for a scrum like that, the draw comes out of the zone. But Rosenbaum had jumped up in the rush. He was the shooter. He was already below the circles when that started. They will keep it in the offensive zone as a result. Draws to the left of Fanti. Puck lays loose. Adams can't find it. Far side. Rosenbaum bats at it, but it's poked ahead. Connor McGinnis will retreat and retrieve for the Toros. He's escorted into the glass by Michael. Still, he wins the battle, does McGinnis. Good, strong play for McGinnis there as this is ahead for Adams on the near side. Gains the red line, chips it into the far corner. Kangas gives chase, plays the body. Lance is there. He swept it back to the point, but McGinnis was cheating towards the middle. Toros will have to retreat and retrieve. It's McGinnis. Comes across Foose. Foose ahead. Gives to Lance. Lance cycles back. 25 seconds as Lance softly chips ahead for Adams. Adams gains the line. Alex Adams looking to break wide and turn the corner. He's bumped down. Lance steps in. Comes across Altman. Altman into the zone. Delays. Shot blocked by Foose. Adams looks to turn with 8 seconds. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Adams walks in. Wires. Save made. Rebound trickles into the corner, and that'll do it for period number 1. We're through 20 minutes of play. Score is Toros 1, Wilderness nothing. We'll be back with all the math as well some Toro alum after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork and their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We've been thinking, a championship team is not born, it's developed through precision and execution. There are a lot of teams, but only one champion. At Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac, we get that. Precision matters every time. A lot of places sell cars, but only one is professional grade. Performing to the highest standard to be your dealership of choice. Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac.
Hey, look, it's a bird.
No, is that a plane?
Wait, no,
It's Super Guy.
Can I help you?
I'm here for the IRET Properties Heroes Program, citizen. I'd like to apply to rent one of your properties and receive 10% off my monthly rent.
And I as well, ma'am.
Captain Stars and Stripes? No offense, guys, but the IRET Properties Heroes Program isn't exactly for you. Our Heroes Program honors teachers, nurses, active and retired military personnel, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and members of the National Guard by offering 10% off their monthly rent.
Not even Bat Dude?
Not even Bat Dude. But IRET has many properties with competitive rent, plus pet-friendly and outdoor pool options. I'd be happy to help you find a property to suit your needs.
That would be super!
Go to iretapartments.com or call 837-RENT to learn more about the IRET Properties Heroes Program. IRET Properties. This is home.
We live in such a fast-paced world. It's always go, go, go. When I'm out for a run, it's my time. It's the best way to start your day. Crossing the line of that marathon, it's the biggest reward you can get. I want my customers to achieve their goals and go above and beyond. I'm Nikki Ledegi, and I'm one of the running experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Moorhead.
Welcome back inside the Northwood Credit Union Arena. You've got the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report here on the Minotauros Network. Once again, I'm Ken Oda, and joining me now is Toros assistant coach Shane Wagner. Wags, a better start for the Toros tonight.
Yeah, definitely a better start. More consistent, a little more effort in their D zone.
9-7 the shot totals as well, so not as lopsided as last night was, but how about the kid Keenan Lund? Reed and I talked about him in the pregame show, what a hard-working player is. Good to see a kid like that get rewarded.
Yeah, absolutely. He's coming off an injury, and he's fighting to get back to where he kind of left off, and he's a kid that spends countless hours on the rink, shooting pucks, doing what's needed to improve his game, and it's nice to see him kind of get rewarded, and hopefully he can build off of it.
Marty and I spoke yesterday about how it was hard to know what to expect from this Wilderness group with, I think, 8 of the 20 guys we saw 3 months ago are no longer on the roster, so such a new look. Do you guys feel like you have a better handle on what to expect, at least from the opposition tonight?
Oh, definitely. Coming into it, we kind of watched them play last weekend, and being that's junior hockey, I don't think they played their best that they absolutely could, so it's tough to kind of judge what kind of team we were going to face. And the first night was we felt them out, and they kind of made us pay on a few of them. Now the guys know what to expect.
All right, well, I'll let you go get ready for the second period. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have Chase Springman, Toros alum, after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
The sinister cries haunted Mary.
Thank you.
Dawn, still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Take care of your feet, and they'll take care of you. The foot and ankle specialists at Trinity Health can help with both surgical and non-surgical solutions. So, patients who suffer from foot and ankle related issues can say, "So long, heel pain. Catch you later, corns. Hasta la vista, hammer toes." Relieve pain now and help prevent future discomfort. Diagnosis and treatment is available today. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Welcome back inside the Northwood Credit Union Arena here in Cloquet, Minnesota. We're just down the road from Duluth, and that's the home of St. Scholastica, where Chase Springman now plays his college hockey. Chase, welcome in. Good to see you after, it's been, 7 months since the end of last season.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but it's good to see you there, Kenny.
So, first things first, tell Toro fans what you've been doing so far this year.
I'm going to school at St. Scholastica, playing hockey there, and it's been a lot of fun, a lot different than junior hockey, but...
How's the season going so far for you guys?
Good. We're on an 8-game win streak after we won tonight against MSOE, so that's really nice.
How about you personally? What are your numbers looking like?
Just a goal and an assist, so thanks for bringing it up, Ken.
Sorry to pick on you a little bit, Chase, but, you mentioned it's a little bit different than when you were playing in Minot. What are some of the differences for you?
Definitely just everyone's a lot bigger. Everyone's faster. So, the game moves a lot quicker. So, other than that, and then we're younger guys, so not much time on the power play and stuff like that. So
you don't have the veteran presence you had after 3 seasons in Minot then?
No. Take it for granted, though. I tell you that.
How much do you miss playing hockey in the Magic City?
Oh, quite a bit. After that new rink was built, it was pretty sweet. I miss my billets, Jamie and Laurel Hyatt. So shout out to them for everything they did for me over 3 years.
And, one of the things you mentioned, I saw you a little bit this afternoon. You talked about the difference in the atmosphere, just not the same attendance for the college games. But, what's it like, playing in front of the Minot fans, now looking back as a player who's done with his junior career?
Nothing better than those Toro fans. Every night they were there. I think now we get a whopping 100 fans, so definitely missing those 2,000 crowd nights, that's for sure.
One of the things I think has to be the weirdest is when you go on to play college hockey, you're looking at some of the names on your guys' roster, guys who you probably didn't like very much the last few years. I think Jordan Freilich, former Bobcats, on your squad, and I'm sure he's not the only guy from around the division you're playing with. So what's that like when you guys all get into the locker room?
Oh, it's all good now. My roommate's actually Forbes Pelosia, who's Aberdeen's goalie, and he ended our season last year. But I see him every day, and it's all good now. And so,
but do you guys still keep track of how your NA teams are doing, and maybe rib each other a little bit depending on how the weekends go?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I know whenever we play Aberdeen, I'm always giving them crap and stuff. And then whenever we play Bismarck, we're always talking about that Subway Cup.
All right. Well, thanks for coming up and talking. Good to see you, Springer, as always. And I'm sure the fans miss you back in Minot. And anything else you wanted to say to them before we get you out of here?
Yeah, let's go Toros here, huh?
All right. Thanks, Chase. That'll do it for that. We'll come back. We'll look at all the math from the first period after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Captain's Cove Seafood Restaurant invites you in for your favorite seafood as well as steak, chicken, and lots of great burgers and sandwiches. The Cove has fish and chips, crab, shrimp, and all-you-can-eat meals. Captain's Cove, where fishing is made easy. 1735 South Broadway in Minot.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri. I love Firehouse Subs because you can feed your whole crew and help your community thanks to Firehouse Subs Catering. If you're planning a tailgate, an office holiday party, or anything in between, Firehouse Subs has crowd-pleasing platters starting at just $5 per person. They'll even deliver to you. And of course, you'll be helping your community because a portion of every purchase at Firehouse Subs goes towards helping first responders in our communities. The more subs folks enjoy, the more Firehouse Subs is able to help save lives.
Firehouse Subs Catering. Choose from sub, salad, or dessert platters for your next group gathering. Platters start at just $5 a person. Visit firehousesubs.com to find a location near you. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit firehousesubs.com.
Hi, Scott Cattell here. Fall is just around the corner, which means the winter months aren't far away. Get your vehicle ready for your fall and winter driving with a stop at Jerry's Repair and Alignment. Jerry Fry is an ASC certified master mechanic with 30-plus years of experience. Jerry uses state-of-the-art equipment to ensure your alignment is done the right way to give you the best ride on the highway. And the right alignment also saves you wear and tear on your tires. Jerry goes the extra mile and will balance and rotate your tires to get you down the road worry-free. And if you need tires, Jerry can also take care of that. And that's not all. Jerry's can handle all jobs, big and small, and works on all makes and models. So make that appointment today. Stop in at Jerry's Repair and Alignment, 1306 1st Street Southwest, or call him at 852-0332. And tell him Scott sent you.
Daniel the deer danced everywhere. He pranced through fields and jigged through rivers. Then he saw it. What a stage! A place no deer had dared dance before. The hood of a brand new car. Hey, my car! And the car was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Deer Dance Floor, December 1st, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
All in one place, you can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Welcome back inside the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report. A big thank you to Chase Springman for stopping by. Next intermission, we'll hear from another Toro alum who's at Scholastica, Nate Pionk. See the fans checking in. Enjoyed that interview. We'll take a look at the numbers for this one. Shots on goal, 9-7 in favor of the Toros. Through the first 20 minutes, only one goal to speak of. It belongs to Keenan Lund. It's his third of the season. It came at 14:01 of the period. Looking at the out-of-town board, Johnstown leads Northeast 2-1. Philadelphia 3-0 over Wilkes-Barre, so whatever ice problem forced that game to be canceled last night was solved for tonight. Springfield and Janesville, they're even 3 aside late in the first period. Austin leads Brookings 1-0 also late in the first. Late in the first in Corpus as well, where the Ice Rays and the Bulls are even at 1 aside. The Mudbugs lead the Roadrunners 1-0. They're late in the first. Mid-first, Aberdeen a 2-1 lead on Bismarck. Strada and Burke with the goals for the Wings. Van Sant with the goal for the Cats. And, of course, not yet underway out on the last frontier. It's Lone Star at Fairbanks, Cooley at Kenai. Looking at the USHL board, Madison 2, Chicago 0. Team USA 7, Sioux City 2. Muskegon 4-1 over Green Bay. This is late in the second. End of 1-1 between Waterloo and Cedar Rapids. 2-1 the score between Youngstown leading Dubuque. They are late in the first. End of 1. Lincoln leads Omaha 2-1. Fargo 2-0 over Sioux Falls. That's through 1. Team USA and Central Illinois, they're even at aces after 1. In middle of the first, Des Moines and Tri-City are scoreless. It looks like once again we're not getting live scoring on the NCAA Division I board. We do have some finals that took overtime. Well, and it didn't solve anything. Harvard and Quinnipiac finish in a tie. 2-2. See if Toros alum Merrick Madsen was in net. He was. He stopped 28 of 30 for the Harvard Crimson. Providence and Boston U finish in a 2-2 draw as well. Northeastern 5, Maine 3. Those are the only finals turned in. Looking at the NHL board, the Wild lead the Jets 2-0. The Bruins and Canadiens are even a 3 aside. They are early in the second. End of 2. Flyers 3, Devils 2. Not yet underway. Avs at Stars, Oilers at Knights, Ducks at Kings, Yotes at Sharks. Game's already final. Islanders top the Rangers 7-2. And the Gwins over the Wings 4-1. That'll do it for the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report. When we come back, we'll have the start of period number 2 here on the Minotauros Network.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I love Firehouse Subs. Take their meatball sub, for example. It's loaded wall-to-wall with Italian meatballs and a zesty marinara with melted provolone on a toasted roll. And when I say take their meatball sub, I mean it. Grab a medium meatball sub combo to go right now, just $6. But don't forget, the reason Firehouse Subs is driven to make the best subs anywhere is simple. The more subs you enjoy, the more they're able to help save lives, because a portion of every purchase goes towards first responders in our communities.
The Firehouse Sub Meatball Sub Combo. Medium meatball sub, your choice of chips and a 22-ounce drink. Get it hot and ready in our to-go box, now just $6 for a limited time only. Order online now at firehousesubs.com. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit firehousesubs.com.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up!
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. They're trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
What's the best birthday party option in town? Toros Hockey. You supply the birthday boy or girl, the Toros do the rest. Designated party areas and all sorts of perks to make your birthday kid feel special on his or her special day. Kids, it's up to you. Tell your parents or guardian that you want to celebrate your birthday with Tank and the Toros. For more information, call 701-852-0101 or visit MinotaurosHockey.com. Toros Hockey, making your birthday special. Join the charge.
Welcome back inside the Northwoods Credit Union Arena as we start period number 2 here on the Minotauros Network. Toros lead 1-0 on Keenan Lund. Third goal of the season. At the 14:01 mark of period number 1. Toros now working from right to left on your radio dial. Loven and Dow on the draw. Dow won it back. Talbot and Troy are in the penalty box. There's a long shot that goes wide. Goats down the wall. Talbot and Troy are in the penalty box for their fights. They came with about 4.5 minutes left, so they still have 11.5 to serve here That's turned over. Fricks, quick shot, save made by Roble. Far side, Cole has trouble. Swooping in and helping out, though, is Colby Enns. Enns up ice. Around a man, gains the line. Colby Enns in. Shot, that's blocked off. Fighting through a hook when he took that shot was Enns. Meanwhile, Ward speeds up the far side. Left off to the far. There's a shot blocked. It goes to the far side. Another shot. That goes wide as well. Baird banks down the wall. McGinnis can't stop that. Ward has it in behind. Ward plays back to the point. D to D, and that trickles out of the zone. Dumped in. Far side, Wilderness player lost his stick, but Altman takes it away. Shot fought off by Roble, and the rebound goes out of play. Laurel Hyatt checking in on Twitter, asking why Josh Frick's penalty was served by Ben Ward. It was a hooking minor, 15-14 of the period. And I do not know, so I will try and find out during the next intermission. They didn't communicate that in the rink. I saw that on the score sheet as well. Not sure why that happened. Fricks is still in this game, so perhaps he was injured at least for a moment. But I'm not sure. Down low, Lance steps in. Quick shot, that goes off the outside of the cage. They continue to dig deep in the Toro zone. Shots now even at 9 aside as the Wilderness have taken the only 2 of the period. Far side, Baird. He chops down the wall. Altman moves Triscutt. Lance steps in and takes it away. Leaves off far side Adams. Adams rolls it deep. Out of his net to stop is Fanti. Fanti plays to the far side. Adams walls it off. Adams has his stick held. Triscutt's there. Lance as well. Lance digs it out. Plays back to the point. Enns touches back down the wall, but Baird steps in. Takes it away, and the Wilderness look to go 3-on-2 the other way, but Enns steps in and takes it away. Enns leaves off for Adams. The Toros captain looking back into the middle. It's blocked by a sliding treble. Around behind, Kangas. Kangas hits the brakes to get away from Baird. Skates along the goal line, puts in front. Dollimer, quick shot, save made. Rebound given to the far side. Dollimer plays down low for Kangas. Kangas walled off, tried to go back the way he came, but the Toros have vacated. Kept to the point, long shot, save made. Dollimer down to his knee, tried to poke at it, but it was pushed away to the near wall. Toros still control, however. Dollimer carries around up top, lost the handle out of the zone, and the Toros have to regroup. Enns looking to turn into the zone. He does. Enns shot, that goes high and wide. Far side, Mujas tied to the wall. The puck is flipped out to neutral ice. Bouncing puck. Lindelof tries to touch around Sawchuk. He does. But Roble out of his net to play. He turned it over. Shot coming. Blocker save. The rebound goes up and over the net. Long toss across. Finds Lund. Lund gains the line. No, he does not. Dollimer apparently was in offside. 16:41 left to play here in period number 2. Toros still lead 1-0. Draw in front of the Toro bench. One back. It splits the D, however. And Sam Foose will have to retreat and retrieve. This is ahead. Long toss across. Finds Keenan Lund. Lund gains the line cleanly this time. Shot blockered away. Muha tries to touch down the wall. Nothing doing. Dollimer pokes at it, but it's ahead for Lucia. Lucia at the red line. Broken up by McGinnis, but support comes, and this one's dumped in near side corner. McGinnis will retreat and retrieve. Big collision along the near side wall. They dig there. Down low. They play up top to the point. Lysagor's shot hits a leg, caroms in the near corner. Mujas quickly on it. Miro looks across, finds Green. Green into the zone. Shot gloved and held by Fanti for a whistle. So Dollimer has the assist on Lund's goal. It gives him 16 assists to go with his 9 goals. 25 points on the year for Austin Dollimer. Toros looking to move up in the standings, not just because it's good to move up in the standings, but if they can do it soon, before the end of the month, the higher you are in the standings, the more players you get to send to the top prospects tournament. Dahlimer's 25 points certainly has him as a candidate. Muha, you would think, would be there. Sawchuk. Only players who aren't committed are invited, with the exception of the Young Stars team. This is Reisinen. Reisinen looks into the middle for Green. That's off the mark. You may see a player like Colby Enns get the invite to play for the team put together by Central Scouting. Meanwhile, into the zone, shot. That goes wide. Rebound around to the near side. Long pass ahead finds Loven. That centering feed is off the mark. Rebound comes back around to the near side. Loven can't get there. Lindelof, long pass ahead. That play looked offside, but apparently wasn't. Gloved and held by Roble for a whistle. 14:47 left to go here in the middle stanza. Toros lead 1-0. So I imagine you'll see ends on the Central Scouting team. Right now, the Toros being in 5th place would have 2 players. I imagine it would be Sawchuk and Mucha. But if either of them commits before the tournament, imagine Dahlimer's probably next in line. Rosenbaum, you would think, gets some consideration as well. This is Loven. Loven trying to drag in. That's off the mark. Far side, Ash Altman ahead. That missed Dow. Picked off by Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum walks in. Wires gloved and held by Fanti. I think Riker Cole's probably ineligible due to his time in the dub. Adams is committed. Loven's committed. That pops up and out of play. Of course, if the Toros can move up a spot or two, you get 3 or 4 guys on that roster as well. Talbot with, I believe, 13 points over the last 15 games probably gets some consideration as well. After his slow start, this is Lance. Lance on his backhand, shot it wide. Had some heat on it for a backhand. Meanwhile, Kobina along the near side wall gets rocked by McGinnis. Adams plays along to the far side, Rosenbaum. Taken away, Adams. 3-on-2 if the Toros hurry. Adams finds Lance. Lance delays, looks across for Kangas. The pass never got there. It was tipped. Now Kangas finds it in the corner, throws around to the far side. There's no one there for the Toros. Flip out to neutral, and it hits Sawchuk. His quick up is off the mark for Kangas, but it's on the tape, and the teams exchange punts. Roble out of his net. Plays that to the far wall. A pair of Wilderness run into each other. They dig there. Ahead for Lund. Lund chips it into the zone. Baird takes a piece of him. Toros are mid-change. Puck around to the near side. It'll roll all the way down into the Toro zone. Ern will retreat and retrieve. It didn't go far enough for icing. Ern sets up behind the Toro net, pressured by Altman. Nick Altman, I should say. Ahead for Enns. Colby carries over the red and dumps that in over the blue. Far side corner. Dahlimer touches down the wall for Lund. Lund tack to tape, and then he plays back to the point. Foose dumps it right back down low for Dahlimer. Dahlimer feeds Mucha. Mucha delays. Miro guides back to the point and Ern. Ern plays down to Dahlimer. Dahlimer looks up top for Foose. Foose shot. Tipped out front. It ends up in the corner. Mucha. Mucha works it for Dahlimer. Dahlimer. And Mucha work to get it back to the... Nope, Mucha will keep it. Thought he was going to play back to the point. Instead he plays down to Dahlimer. Dahlimer trying to walk the goal line. Gets forced down into the corner. Dahlimer finds Mucha. Mucha out from behind, delays. Miro gives to Dahlimer. Dollimer up top, Earn. He'll skate down the wall with it. And play deep to Miro. Miro trying to go back to Earn. Earn walks in. Shot save made. Rebound given. In behind. Muhat touches for Dollimer. Dollimer tips it to the near corner. Correction, that was Lund. Banked ahead. Good stick by Muhat. Keeps that in the zone. He can't kick to the tape, however. And Lindelof tries to go the other way after a long shift in his own zone. Altman shot gloved and held by Roble. .11:39 left to go in period number 2. Shots on goal now 16-11 in favor of the Toros after that extended shift in the offensive zone. Bouncing puck after this defensive zone draw. Squirts in the corner and Fricks finds it. He bounces back to Lysagor. Shot that goes wide. Rebound to the far side. Goats touch down the wall for McGinnis. McGinnis hits the brakes and then tries the other way. Throws one ahead. That was touched into the zone by Green, so no icing. Lysagor has it behind. Plays for Goats. Poked away from him by Kangas. Kangas works it in behind. Rysanen. Up the wall. Kangas taking Talbot's spot on this line as Talbot's still in hockey jail for that fight with Troy. Puck squirts free. Green can't settle it down. He does control play back to the point. McGinnis passes for Rysanen. Shot save made. No rebound given. 5-hole was open for a moment. Rysanen just couldn't quite get it through. 652 seconds left to go here in period number 2. Toros lead 1-0. Puck controlled by the Wilderness off the draw. Banked ahead. This is Ward. Ward in. He's forced wide onto his backhand. Lost the handle. It's in behind. Puck squirts towards the front. Belisle's tied up. Toros managed to force it ahead. Still can't clear, however. Loven steps in. A nice move to avoid pressure. Now Loven gains the red line. Chips it into the zone. Cole chopped it out in midair. Now he tries a shot. Save made. Rebound given to the far side corner. Kept to the point. Quick shot. Blocker save. Rebound to the near side. Loven absorbs a hit along the wall. Tries to work it back to the point. It squirts out to neutral ice. Sawchuk quickly ahead for Loven. Loven gains the line and tries to roll it in for Belisle. Belisle has Cole. Cole turns around. What a save. Oh, Nelly by Fanti as that looked like a sure goal for Riker Cole. Pass ahead. That's off the mark for Kangas. Enns gets a stick on it. What a save by Fanti. Now Kangas takes it away. Kangas in alone. Delays. Kangas. It's in. Kangas. Toros lead 2-0. .9:42 to play here in period number 2. The Toros have 22 shots and 2 goals as they have controlled play for much of this one. Also with that whistle, Talbot and Troy released from the penalty boxes. Hopefully wiser men than when they entered. Kangas ahead. Adams feeds Lance. Lance has trouble along the near wall. Rolls deep. Lysagor keeps it moving. Played ahead, Goats. He finds Michael. Michael cuts to the middle. He lost the handle into the corner. Michael there, stepped into by Earn, and now they'll dig 2x2 in the corner. Foose being held. That allows the Wilderness to gain possession. Kangas pokes it free, but not out of the zone. Down low, Lincoln Earn pokes at it. Thrown ahead and just out of the zone. D-to-D, Goats for the Wilderness. Ahead for Fricks. Fricks looks into the middle. Altman stepped into by Lund, and the puck's free for Kangas. Kangas just flicks that ahead. Broken up. Dangerously close to too many men for the Toros as they were mid-change. Now there's only 4 Toros on the ice. Now they've got it all figured out. McGinnis passes one ahead that was not touched by Dollimer, and it goes for icing. 8:24 left to go in period number 2. Toros Lead 2 rip. Draw will come to the left of Roble. Wilderness win the draw back, but Troy can't stop it on the wall. His dump-in is a delayed offside that allows McGinnis some time, but now that the Wilderness have touched up, time quickly taken away. Toss back across for McGinnis to the near side. Flips ahead. That's out of the reach of Muha. He'll race after it. Troy goes back as well. Wilderness get there first. Muha ties up, and then Dahlimer finds the puck. Dolly working on the near side wall. Shovels it ahead from Muha. Muha pinned there. This line did such good work. Their last shift kept the Wilderness pinned in their own zone for what felt like 20 minutes. This is Lund. Pushed off the puck, keeps possession, then banks it down low for Dahlimer. Dahlimer walled off. Muha comes in and digs it out. Tries to play back to the point, but it's picked off. Ward couldn't clear, however. Dahlimer finds it. Dahlimer into the corner. Chris crosses with Muha, then comes up top. McGinnis, quick shot, that's blocked. Kobina down to Anita, blocked that shot. Lund keeps it moving. Muha for Dahlimer. Dahlimer delays. Gives to Muha. Muha pinned to the wall. Dahlimer's there as well. Dahlimer banks back to the point and Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum through traffic. And a block there. Nicely by Lucia. And Kobina, they start up ice. It's taken away. Quickly ahead. Green trying to catch the Wilderness in a change. Drops for Talbot. Talbot walks in. Wire save made. Rebound. Held on to. As he dropped it straight down, did Fanti, and was able to cover for a whistle. 6:50 left to go here in period number 1. We'll take a quick break and be back with the rest of the period after this message here on the Minotauros Network.
Daniel the deer danced everywhere. He pranced through fields and jigged through rivers. Then he saw it. What a stage! A place no deer had dared dance before. The hood of a brand new car. And the car was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Deer Dance Floor, December 1st, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your locals farmers agent at 701-838-8144.
Welcome back inside the Northwoods Credit Union Arena here in Cloquet, Minnesota. Toros lead the Wilderness by a score of 2-0, out shooting them 23-12 here with 6:50 to play in period number 2. Goals from Lund and Kangas. Offensive zone draw coming. Green, Talbot, Reisenden, Enns, and Sawchuk. The quintet out for Marty Murray and the Toros. Puck is dropped. Toros control off the draw. It's Talbot pinned to the near side wall. Digging there is Green as well. 2x2 like animals into the arc. They fight along the wall. Talbot comes out of there with it. Plays back to the point in Sawchuk. Sawchuk with a shot save made. Green tries to work it back to the front, but it's blocked off. Now a dive. And they're going to call that. He wasn't going to call it. Babcock had no interest in calling it and then eventually does. Tripping is the call on Talbot. And the Wilderness will go to the power play. Wilderness on the power play, 8th in the league, 21.3%. The Toros are 15th on the kill, 78.3%. Toros have scored one shorthanded goal. The Wilderness have allowed 4 off the draw. They'll say it was an unfair drop, and we'll do it again. So they're telling the timekeeper to put the time back on the clock. See if they've got it figured out. And we'll do it again. To the left of Roble, Toros start the penalty kill. Lucia leaves down low. Linda Lowe back up top to Goetz. Gives back Lucia. They play catch. Now it's up top the umbrella. Dow looks far side. Shot coming. That's blocked by Lincoln Earn. In behind, Lucia sweeps around to the near point and Goetz. Goetz back down to Lucia at the near side. Hash marks. Walks to the dot. Shot. That's blocked off to the far side. Played back to the point and Dow. Dow looks up top. Goetz. Goetz drops back down to the far side. They touch up top again for Goetz from the top of the umbrella. His shot's blocked off and Karams to the near side corner. Back to Goetz at the near point. He looks top of the umbrella for Dow this time. Long shot blocked again by Earn. Roble pokes to Earn, who fails to clear. Far side, Ward looks to walk in. Ward waits, wires, fought off by Roble, and the rebound goes up and off the mesh for a whistle. 5:33 left to go in period number 2. 1:08 left on the power play for the Wilderness. Toros still lead by a pair. Yes, I agree, Jamie Hyatt. Tweets a picture of someone diving into the water. I'm sure a reference to that penalty call. So Patty Bachhoven checking in on Twitter. Loved hearing all the Toro fans cheer for the Toro goal. A lot of fans cheering on the Cream and Cardinal here in Cloquet. And Green able to clear that and then keep possession. So Rosenbaum banks ahead. 48 seconds now as Treble's forced back by Green. Treble fans on a pass. Now he gets it back into the red line and looks to roll it deep. Lund on the near side tries to keep it moving, but Kobina will keep it. Play back to the point in Treble. Treble cross, long shot coming, gloved and held by Roble. 28 seconds left on the power play. 4:53 left to go here in period number 2. Toros still lead by a pair. Shots on goal, 24-14 in favor of the Toros. Draws to the right of Roble. Dahlemer and Moberg. 12 beats 13 this time and is poked to the wall. Dahlemer fails to clear, however. Kept to the point. Top of the umbrella, Goetz drops down in the circle. Lindelof shot from a tough angle. Save made by Roble. Rebound to Dahlemer. He banks ahead. He had Muha breaking, but didn't have time to look up and identify that. When you're shorthanded, smart play, just rip it up ice. This is Moberg. Moberg shot, that's blocked wide. It'll carry him to the far wall. Lindelof lets it roll back to the point. Touch down the wall off the mark. Dahlemer had Talbot coming out of the box, but his stick broke in half. Otherwise, Talbot's in alone. Meanwhile, Sawchuk at his own blue line softly chips ahead for Talbot. Talbot lost the handle, but it would have been a delayed offside. That allows Sawchuk up into the zone. 3-on-3 as the Toros hit the line. Talbot drops for Muha. The trailer, his shot's blocked. And now the Wilderness try to go the other way. Ward one-on-one with Lincoln Earn. Earn with a good stick breaks that up, and then help comes to finish it off. Ahead for Cole. Cole's tied up on the far wall. They dig along the wall. 3-4-5 showing on the game clock as they battle just inside the Toro zone. It's poked past the Wilderness bench. Nick Altman will retreat and retrieve for the Wilderness. Troy plays back. Lucia touches into the zone. Nick Altman apparently was onside. Now he looks to center. Good stick by Roble. Denies a scoring opportunity for the Wilderness. Sawchuk. Ahead. Kangas looks across, finds Adams. Adams gains the line. He's got Lance driving the net. Shot save made. Lance hacks at the rebound. Another save made. Adams steps in, takes it away. Adams from the high slot. Shot fought off. Rebound in behind. Puck around to the near side. Nick Altman starts up ice. Fans on the pass across. Second try. Gets to Horn, who sweeps it down low. Roble out of his net. Stops it. Guides it around to the near side. Kangas ahead, but it's dumped right back in. Roble out of his net for this. Kangas skates it into trouble, but McGinnis is able to take it away and help out. McGinnis gets chopped down. Toros bench wondering where the penalty call is. That seemed significantly worse than what Talbot was called for. Adams has trouble on the far side. Support comes. Delayed call on a hand pass. So the Wilderness touch. Well, the Toros can play hockey again. It's ahead for Dow. Touches over the line for Fricks. Fricks delays. Shot. That goes wide. Rebound around to the far side. Cole at the point. Can't clear. Follow-up tries ahead for Belisle. Belisle pushes over the red. Drops for Loven as they hit the blue. Loven delays. Shot. Save made. That may have caught the post. Far side. This is a decidedly pro-Toros crowd. Loven, a lot of O's as Loven hit the post. Now a tip play, it's in! Riker Cole off of a beautiful feed from Loven, and the Toros lead 3-0. .157 left to go in period number 2. What a tip play by Riker Cole. Toros now out shooting the Wilderness 27-15 and lead 3-rip. Troy, long pass across. Rosenbaum steps up, but gets through. Now a hooking call, but that's a good hook by Rosenbaum as Michael was in alone if he doesn't take it. However, a chance for the Wilderness to seize back momentum. Sam Smith checking in on Twitter. At home with a Conkey, watching and listening. Ref life was tough today, he says. Ice 1, Sam 0. .147 left to go in period number 2. Toros lead by 3. We have 2 minutes to kill off on the clock. Lucia holding up Dahlimer. Dahlimer fights it free anyways, and Kangas flips it down the ice. Pass ahead. Goats carries over the red and the blue, carries wide into the zone. From the hash marks, rings it around to the near side. Dahlimer and Lindelof go in awkwardly. Lindelof wins it and plays around to the far side. Dow at the far point keeps it. Dow leaves up top of the umbrella. Goats mishandles Dahlimer. Won't have to pressure as that trickled out of the zone. Lucia looks across. Wilderness gain the line. It's Dow, watched by Colby Enns. Enns forces him wide as we hit the final minute of the play in the period. Fricks forced to turn by Earn. They look up top, treble. Shot, that goes well wide. And rebound caroms to the far side half wall. Dahlimer looking to apply pressure, but it's back to the point. Near point treble. Shot blocked out front by Kangas. Kangas diving poke, but he can't clear. Kobina looks for Fricks. His shot's blocked by a sliding Enns. Down low. They play up top to the far point. Isagor left it. Fricks shot save made, and Roble out to cover. Dives and gets the mitt on top. Draw will be to the right of Roble. Draw controlled by the Toros and cleared the length by Fritz Belisle. Fanti out to stop. 15 seconds left to go here in period number 2 as puck starts up ice. Dump down low. Nolan Sawchuk back on it. 5 seconds left. Nolan content to try and eat it along the wall, but the Wilderness dig it out. They play back to the point in Troy. Horn sounds, and we are through. 40 minutes of play. Score is Toros 3, Wilderness nothing. We'll be back to tell you all about it after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We've been thinking, a championship team is not born, it's developed through precision and execution. There are a lot of teams, but only one champion. At Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac, we get that. Precision matters every time. A lot of places sell cars, but only one is professional grade. Performing to the highest standard to be your dealership of choice. Ryan GMC Buick Cadillac.
Hey, look, it's a bird.
No, is that a plane?
Wait, no,
It's Super Guy.
Can I help you?
I'm here for the IRET Properties Heroes Program, citizen. I'd like to apply to rent one of your properties and receive 10% off my monthly rent.
And I as well, ma'am.
Captain Stars and Stripes? No offense, guys, but the IRET Properties Heroes Program isn't exactly for you. Our Heroes Program honors teachers, nurses, active and retired military personnel, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, and members of the National Guard by offering 10% off their monthly rent.
Not even Bat Dude?
Not even Bat Dude. But IRET has many properties with competitive rent, plus pet-friendly and outdoor pool options. I'd be happy to help you find a property to suit your needs.
That would be super!
Go to iretapartments.com or call 837-RENT to learn more about the IRET Properties Heroes Program. IRET Properties. This is home.
We live in such a fast-paced world. It's always go, go, go. When I'm out for a run, it's my time. It's the best way to start your day. Crossing the line of that marathon, it's the biggest reward you can get. I want my customers to achieve their goals and go above and beyond. I'm Nikki Ladegi, and I'm one of the running experts at Shields.
Shields, when it comes to gear and expert advice, we're right there with you in Bismarck, Minot, Grand Forks, Fargo, and Moorhead.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Car Pool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen it.
I'm Charles Forward here. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your local farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
Welcome back inside the Northwood Credit Union Arena here in Cloquet, Minnesota. Toros lead the Minnesota Wilderness 3-0 through 40 minutes. Joining me now, Toros assistant coach Shane Wagner. Wags, much better night tonight than last night. What's the big difference?
They're just playing consistently every shift. They're giving it what they got, and they're not shutting down as soon as it crosses our blue line.
You know, the offenses look good. I thought that was a beautiful play for Riker's goal. A hard-working goal for Andrew Kangas, taking that away and finding himself in alone. And, you know, it looked like before he did score, the shift before Kangas' goal, Riker had a great opportunity, and that was just a beautiful save by Fanti.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and sometimes our guys get a little frustrated because the goalies, especially Fanti, makes a heck of a play on a heck of a play by our players. You know, they just got to keep going, and eventually they'll drop.
You know, looking ahead for the third period, last night it felt like the Wilderness up 3-0 kind of went into a shell and tried to just prevent offense for us. They didn't worry too much about tacking anything on. As a coaching staff, is that something you and Marty talk about doing, changing the way you play up 3-0? Are you going to kind of try and sit back, or do you attack here still?
I think we just keep our foot on the gas here and keep going the best we can. Defensively, we got to watch our pinches and not get caught and take care of our D zone a little bit better.
All right, well, I'll let you go get ready for the third. Thanks for coming up. Once again, that's Toros assistant coach Shane Wagner. We'll take another commercial break. When we come back, we'll have former Toro Nate Pionk on the program. We'll talk to Nate after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
Take care of your feet, and they'll take care of you. The foot and ankle specialists at Trinity Health can help with both surgical and non-surgical solutions. So, patients who suffer from foot and ankle related issues can say, "So long, heel pain. Catch you later, corns. Hasta la vista, hammer toes." Relieve pain now and help prevent future discomfort. Diagnosis and treatment is available today. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Captain's Cove Seafood Restaurant invites you in for your favorite seafood as well as steak, chicken, and lots of great burgers and sandwiches. The Cove has fish and chips, crab, shrimp, and all-you-can-eat meals. Captain's Cove, where fishing is made easy. 1735 South Broadway in Minot.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri. I love Firehouse Subs because you can feed your whole crew and help your community thanks to Firehouse Subs Catering. If you're planning a tailgate, an office holiday party, or anything in between, Firehouse Subs has crowd-pleasing platters starting at just $5 per person. They'll even deliver to you. And of course, you'll be helping your community because a portion of every purchase at Firehouse Subs goes towards helping first responders in our communities. The more subs folks enjoy, the more Firehouse Subs is able to help save lives.
Firehouse Subs Catering. Choose from sub, salad, or dessert platters for your next group gathering. Platters start at just $5 a person. Visit firehousesubs.com to find a location near you. Firehouse Sub, founded by fire. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Sub Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit firehousesubs.com.
Welcome back inside the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report. We're in the Northwoods Credit Union Arena where the Toros lead the Minnesota Wilderness by a score of 3-0. But before we talk more about tonight's game, let's check in with another Toro alum. Chase Springman was here first intermission. Now I've got Nate Pionk, a couple of my favorite guys ever to come through the Minot program. Good to see you, Nate.
It's good to see you, Ken. Always is.
How fun is it to come back and watch the Toros beat up on the team?
Oh, it's a blast. I mean, just being here last year and the past 2 years or whatever, and just it being so close to us, it was really convenient. But it's a lot of fun to see all the guys and see all my favorite people, a.k.a. you and Jess.
We talked to Chase last intermission. First thing we asked him, what have you been doing with your life the last 7-8 months since the end of last season?
College, man. Working in the summer, and then now at Scholastica and hitting the books hard and playing hockey there. It's been really fun so far.
Hitting the books. What are you studying so far this year?
I'm going to nursing school right now. I got a sophomore year is when you determine if you get in or not, but first semester just kind of getting some generals out of the way, so hopefully it all goes as planned, I guess.
Good deal. And how's the hockey going for you?
It's good. It's been a lot of fun so far. We started out kind of slow and then have been picking it up in the second half of the season after break now, and it's really fun just to play with a lot of guys like Springman and other guys that I played against in the North American League, especially in the Central Division.
You know, aside from Springman, you've got another former Toro on the roster, Max Metler. He big-timed us tonight.
We don't talk about Max. We don't know what his deal is. Max, we try to get him. We try to get him to come no matter, like, every way possible.
But I hear he had the game winner last night.
He did. Yeah, it was your typical Max Metler goal. Dump it in from the red line and found its way in somehow. I don't know. I don't know how he does it. He's got to teach me.
But we talked a little bit about to Chase about this as well. But now that you're done with your Toros career, looking back, what are some of your favorite memories having played in Minot?
Chase and I talk about it all the time, but it was probably the time that him and I actually got in a scrap in practice. We dropped our gloves, and then on like a Monday or Tuesday, we ended up playing Austin the next weekend, and both of us got in a fight in the same game and sat in the locker room and just looked at each other and just kind of laughed about it. But no, there's so many memories from back in Minot, and I mean, if I could do it over, I would 100 times. I made so many friends out there, and it's just awesome.
looking back, how much did being a Toro help prepare you for the next level of hockey?
A lot. I mean, I compare our division or our conference right now, the NCHA, to the Central Division in the North American League, because that's the style of play it is. It's a tight division where points are very crucial night in and night out, and you got to win every night. You got to bring your A game because the other team's going to bring it. So it's not an up and down the ice kind of game. It's more of a physical and get to the greasy areas, and that's exactly what I had in Minot, and that's exactly what I was prepared for St. Scholastica.
Now with a 3-year career, 3 seasons in Minot, you're on to college hockey now, but you spent that transition period going from a high school boy to an adult in Minot. Is there anything you want to say about? I'm sure you've got some relationships after spending that much time in the Magic City. Any messages back for Toros fans?
Oh yeah, I mean I love all the Toros fans. Every person that's in that building supporting the guys night in and night out. It's awesome. I'd like to give a shout out to my billet family, the Colemans, for the hospitality that they always gave me. And I actually did I ran into them in the cities over right before Christmas break, and that was awesome. So hopefully when we get back out there in April, we'll be able to see some more of those friends and family.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you go enjoy the rest of this game. Have a few pops for me.
Will do, Ken. Will do.
We'll see you when you come out to Minot in a couple of months.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ken.
Once again, that's Toros alum, former forward number 16, Nate Pionk. We'll be back with all the math from this game after these messages here on the Minotauros Network.
Hi, Scott Cattell here. Fall is just around the corner, which means the winter months aren't far away. Get your vehicle ready for your fall and winter driving with a stop at Jerry's Repair and Alignment. Jerry Fry is an ASC certified master mechanic with 30-plus years of experience. Jerry uses state-of-the-art equipment to ensure your alignment is done the right way to give you the best ride on the highway. And the right alignment also saves you wear and tear on your tires. Jerry goes the extra mile and will balance and rotate your tires to get you down the road worry-free. And if you need tires, Jerry can also take care of that. And that's not all. Jerry's can handle all jobs, big and small, and works on all makes and models. So make that appointment today. Stop in at Jerry's Repair and Alignment, 1306 1st Street Southwest, or call him at 852-0332. And tell him Scott sent you.
Daniel the deer danced everywhere. He pranced through fields and jigged through rivers. Then he saw it. What a stage! A place no deer had dared dance before. The hood of a brand new car. Hey, my car! And the car was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Deer Dance Floor, December 1st, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your local's farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
All in one place. You can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Welcome back inside the Northwood Credit Union Arena. You've got the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report. A big thank you to two of my favorite guys to ever come through the Toros program, Chase Springman and Nate Pionk, for jumping in here on the last two intermissions. Always great to hear from Toros alum and good to see them going on and doing big things, whether it's in hockey or just in their lives in general. And it's fun now. We're 7 years into the program. You start to see guys finish school going on and having careers, and it's still hard to think of them as anything other but the 19, 20-year-old kids they were when they were in Minot, but it's fun to see them start to have some success in their lives after hockey. or in some cases still in the hockey world. But we'll take a look at all the numbers in this one. Toros lead 3-0, out shooting the Wilderness 27-16. Keenan Lund opened the scoring at 14:01 of the first. It was his third of the year. Austin Dollimer with the assist. It was his 16th helper of the season. Then at 10:18 of the second, Kangas unassisted picked up his 5th of the year. Then Riker Cole got his 6th of the season at 18:03 of the second. Loven and Rosenbaum with the helpers there on the Toros' 3rd of the evening. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, unofficial final, that means it's done. They just haven't quite closed it out. Johnstown tops the Generals 4-1. Late in the third, Philly a 6-0 lead over Wilkes-Barre. 3-3 Springfield and Janesville in southern Wisconsin. In Brookings, it's the Bruins 2. The Bruins nothing. Corpus and Amarillo are tied at 3 as they're about to hit the second horn at the second intermission. The Mudbugs lead the Roadrunners 2-1. Aberdeen a 3-2 lead on Bismarck as they get ready to start period number 3 in the Odie. Out in Alaska, Lone Star and Fairbanks, Cooley at Kenai, not yet underway. We'll skip the USHL board. Take a look. There's some more college finals. Harvard and Quinnipiac tied at deuces, as did Boston and Providence. Northeastern top Maine 5-3. Colgate falls to Yale 5-1. See if any of the Toros alum got on the score sheet there. St. Lawrence loses to Union 5-4. RPI falls to Clarkson 3-0. Mercyhurst a 3-2 win over Niagara. We'll check to see if Brandon Wildung was in net for Mercyhurst. Air Force 4-0 over RIT, and West Point 4-0 over Bentley. Checking back on those Toro alum games for Colgate. No points for the Toros alum in that one. Jeanson and Snodgrass both held off the score sheet. And in net for Mercyhurst was Brandon Wildung. He stops 33 of 35 in the win for Mercyhurst. Looking at the NHL board, games already final. Penguins topped Detroit 4-1. Islanders 7-2 over the Rangers. 4-1, Wild topped the Jets. And 5-3, Flyers over the Devils. Game still in progress. Canadians and Bruins are tied at 3 aside. Avs lead the Stars 1-0 after 1. Not yet underway. Oilers at night. Stucks at Kings. Yotes at Sharks. That'll do it for the Gooseneck Implement Intermission Report. When we come back, we'll have the drop of the puck on period number 3. Toros lead 3-0 here on the Minotauros Network.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I love Firehouse Subs. Take their meatball sub, for example. It's loaded wall-to-wall with Italian meatballs and a zesty marinara with melted provolone on a toasted roll. And when I say take their meatball sub, I mean it. Grab a medium meatball sub combo to go right now, just $6. But don't forget, the reason Firehouse Subs is driven to make the best subs anywhere is simple. The more subs you enjoy, the more they're able to help save lives, because a portion of every purchase goes towards first responders in our communities.
The Firehouse Sub Meatball Sub Combo. Medium meatball sub, your choice of chips and a 22-ounce drink. Get it hot and ready in our to-go box, now just $6 for a limited time only. Order online now at firehouseSubs.com. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit firehousesubs.com.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Welcome back inside the Northwood Credit Union Arena. You've got the Minotauros Network, 1390 AM KRZ in the Magic City, HockeyTV.com, and GoToros.com/listen-live. Worldwide, Toros lead the Wilderness 3-0 through 40 minutes of play. Still have 13 seconds of power play time to kill. Puck is dropped and we are underway. Wilderness control off the draw. Belial's pressure forces them back for a moment, but now it's head Turcott. Can't get past Loven. He's in offside. And now a pass hits a skate. That'll do it for the Wilderness power play. Ends Wraps one around. It takes an awkward carom off a stanchion, bounces all the way down into the Wilderness zone. It won't go far enough for icing, however, and Lysigore has to play back across to Goats. Goats ahead along the far side wall. Ward looks across. Loven got a hand on it, but couldn't settle it down. He hunts the puck down anyways, takes it away and looks to spin up the wall. Belial spins back ahead. Dumped in. It'll roll around along the kick plate to the near side corner. Foose guides it back to Lincoln Earn. Earn ahead to the far side. Tack to tape for Kangas. Doesn't work. It's turned over. Quick shot save made. Rebound given. Wraparound try. Good defense by Loven. Prevented the Wilderness forward Troy from being able to really wrap that. Allowed Roble to get back across and cover. 19:07 left to go in period number 3. Toros still up by 3. Draw to the right of Roble. Chopped ahead. That does not get up and over. Trouble at the point, but now the Toros able to work it out to neutral ice. Kangas pokes that ahead. Back on it is Goats, but he blows a tire. That's turned over to Alex Adams. Adams around behind the net. Delays. Adams all the way up to the blue line. Plays to Foose. Long shot coming. It's tipped out front. Jacob Seibel now in net for the Wilderness. Just noticed that now. They didn't announce it in the stadium, but I know those pads because Seibel started the year with the Toros. Played back to the point. Long shot coming. Tip out front. Save made. Lance at the side of the net. Lance leaves it in behind for Kangas, who gets his skates taken out from under him. Toros will get a power play. This is Adams. Adams delays. Adams out front. Mishandled in the Wilderness touch for a whistle. 18:21 left to go here in period number 3. Toros lead by 3. Toros to the power play. 0 for 1 on the evening. With a chance to maybe push this one out of reach. That one just whistled to be an unfair drop, so we'll do it again. Draw one back by the Toros. Colby Enns chops it out in midair. He keeps it, tries a shot. It's blocked. Touchdown the wall. Mucha plays back up top to Enns. Enns sweeps across the far point. Rosenbaum touches down to Talbot. Talbot right back up to Rosenbaum, who pancakes it right back to Talbot. Talbot from the top of the far circle drops to the side of the net. Dollimer looks in front. That hit a skate and caromed into the near corner. Swept around to the far side, and it's cleared up and over Rosenbaum all the way back down to Roble. Roble plays it up ice for Talbot, trying to catch the Wilderness in a change. He drags through one, but can't beat the second defender. Muha's there, however, in support. Talbot trying to come off the wall, has it taken away, and the Toros will have to chase once again. This time the Wilderness defenders stay out after being alerted to Roble's passing ability. Sawchuk from behind his own cage. 1:09 left on the Toro power play. Delays. Sawchuk comes out from behind the net, starts up the middle, forced wide to his left. Drops for Lance, who comes across Adams. Adams gains the line, leaves off Foose. Foose up top, Sawchuk. Sawchuk delays, walks into the circle, looks in the middle. Cross Lance, one-timer, but Seibel goes side to side. And the whistle goes. Seibel robs his former mates. Draw one by the Toros. 47 seconds left on the power play. Drop down the wall. Lance looks in the middle. Too hot to handle, but Foose did well to keep that. Sawchuk leaves off far side. Lance goes back up to Sawchuk, who just chops it deep. Adams has trouble stopping it along the wall. Beats a couple of defenders. Adams lost the handle on his backhand, however. And the Toros will have to retreat and retrieve. Foose behind the safety of his own net. Now will start up ice as he's flushed out. Comes across. That is off the mark, and it'll go for icing. 16:32 left to go in period number 3. 11 seconds left on the Toro power play. They have a draw all the way back in their own zone. Lance to take it to the right of Roble. Lucia on the draw for the Wilderness. Lance wins it cleanly. Back for Foose in the near corner. Touches around to the far side. Sawchuk. Toros will start up ice quickly. Just 5 seconds left on the power play. As Kangas crosses the red and now the blue. He's got Lance driving the net. Has his stick lifted nicely by the defender. That was Ward. Near side they battle as the Wilderness come back to full strength. Puck kicked out to neutral ice. Ward can't reach it. McGinnis does. McGinnis banks back ahead for Adams. He carries into his own zone, so that wouldn't have been offside, but Toros take it away, and Rosenbaum gains the red line, chips it deep. Seibel out of his net, waits for it. Never got there. Instead, it will be played by Troy. Troy comes ahead to Lucia on the near side. Bouncing puck gets through everyone. Back to Roble. Roble holds. He's looking up ice. There's no one to fire it up to. So now we'll leave to the near side and Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum ahead for Loven. Loven can't squeeze through Baird with possession. The puck is back out to neutral. Kicked ahead for Loven by Rosenbaum to the far side. Belisle, his centering feeds off the mark, and the Wilderness look to go the other way, but Cole takes it away. Loven works down to Belisle. Belisle along the goal line, looking across for Rosenbaum, who was pinching down. The play doesn't go, but now Horn takes it away, looks to attack. Horn shot gobbled up by Roble. 15:21 left to go in period number 3. Toros still lead by 3. The Earn family watching from Kansas City at a volleyball tournament. Good to have them aboard. As that pops up and over to Roble into the far side corner. Kobina wraps it around to the near side. Baird will keep it there. He plays right back down low. Fricks out of the corner. Quick shot from a tough angle. Fought off by Roble. Rebounding behind. Kobina can't get there. Toros do. Earn comes across to Foose. Sam Foose ahead. Touched ahead by Green. He'll look to chase it down, but Baird had a step of a head start, and he made use of it. Played back out to neutral ice. Kobina. Kobina gains the line. Looks to crisscross towards the middle. Watched by Foose. His shot's blocked. Rebound kicks to the far side wall. Talbot able to bull his way out to neutral ice. Wilderness touched that in. Roble out of his net. He'll stop it for Colby Ends. 14:37 as the Toros start up ice. Foose looking in the middle for Lund. Touches it into the zone and looks to chase it down on the near side. Goats will win the race to it, however, and he quickly touches to the near side. Play continues along the wall. Ash Altman's first pass broken up. Second one too hot to handle as well. Wilderness still control, however. Treble looks across. Goats comes back for Treble. Treble gains the red line, dumps it cross corner for the Wilderness. They'll chase after on the far side. Dow can't get there before Sawchuk moves it up the wall. It results in a scrum, however. The Wilderness carry deep. It's Ward. Ward and Talbot converge where the goal line meets the boards, but it's played back to the near point. Treble delays there. Fans on a shot. Now he'll backpedal. Watched by Lund the entire way. Shot tipped by Dow. Played in front, and somehow that didn't go. Robles lost his stick. It's laying next to him. He's able to reach back and get it. Now a good stick by Muha breaks up the play. Can he get there? He can't. Instead, it's gathered in by Treble. Swept around to the far side. Michael poked away from him. It finds Miro. Muha from the slot. Delays. Shot save made. Rebound loose. Miro poked at it, but couldn't get it to go from Seibel, and the whistle comes with 13:33 left to play in the third. Toros lead 3-0. 31-20. The shots on goal also in favor of the Toros. Draw will be to the left of Seibel. Lance and Moberg. One back by Moberg. Troy plays around to the far side. Toros race after it. Rosenbaum pinches down the wall for a moment, but it's kicked out to neutral ice. Connor McGinnis holds there for the Toros. Starts up the near side and rolls it deep. All the way down into the corner. Lysor plays around to the near side. Troy banks sliding. Lance can't break it up, and it's ahead. Good step up by McGinnis. Breaks that up, but Moberg's there in support. Gains the line. Plays into the middle. And a shot save made by Roble. Follow-up try. Gobbled up as well on Michael. 13:01 left to go here in period number 3. Toros still up 3. Draw will be to the left of Jack Roble. Nick Altman and Grant Loven on the draw. Aaron has his feet taken out from under him, but the Toros take the puck away. Starting up the far side, Belisle has it poked off his stick. Still manages to gain the zone. Only for a moment as it's punched back out to neutral ice. Ern steps up to try and keep it. Now it's going to be a 2-on-1 the wrong way. Foose slides crossbar for Kobina. Meanwhile, Fricks looks to center. That hits bodies in front and caroms into the near corner. Kobina looking high slot. Altman lost his stick, and now it's poked ahead. Belial able to poke that out to neutral ice. Delayed offside. That allows the Toros to gather. Everyone can take a breath. Meanwhile, Foose touched into the zone by Loven, and the Toros will peel off to change. 12-18 left to go in period number 3. Toros lead by 3. Played off to the far side. Carried into the zone by Lindelof. And then he'll roll it deep. Sawchuk will race after it. He's taken off the puck before he can ever play it. Near side, Talbot guides it back in behind for Sawchuk. Fakes he's going to go the far way, then comes back to the near. Talbot eludes a hit beautifully and then plays ahead for Green. 2-on-1 if the Toros hurry. Green's the trigger man. He's got Ryson with him. Sliding break up of the pass, however, by Couette. Talbot looks up top. Ends. Long shot blocker save. Rebound. Still loose. Hacked at it's in. Talbot. Toros lead 4-0. At this rate, we're going to have to convince Sprigman and Pionk to just drop out of school and follow us around. Not sure if the microphone picked that up. But Chase Springman just gave a big hey Toros fans. That was fantastic. Far side. In the corner, Sawchuk digging. Long shot, that goes wide. Rebound around to the near side. Rolls out. Lucia will give chase back into his own zone. Treble around behind. Guides off to the far side. Dow takes over. 2-on-2 as the Wilderness start up ice. Lucia working on Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum deflects the shot of the carry all the way out to neutral ice. Isagor tries to dump it back in. It would have been a delayed offside. That gives Dahlimer some time and space. Toros play back. Rosenbaum ahead for Lund. Lund holds. No need to rush up ice now. Up 4. Wilderness take it away. Moberg drops for Horn. Horn shot. That goes up and over. It'll ride the glass around to the far side. Dahlimer tries to touch out to neutral. McGinnis there in support. Plays backwards to Rosenbaum. Horn steps in. They dig on the near wall. Moberg plays back. Lysagor back to Fricks. He can't control. Dahlimer steps in and takes it away. Plays across for McGinnis. Has room on the far side. Connor McGinnis starts the Toros up ice. Gains the red line and rolls it deep into the Wilderness zone. Back on at Lysagor. 609 seconds left to go here in period number 3. And the Toros lead by 4. This one banked ahead. Scooped into the zone by Troy. Out of his net to stop is Roble. Roble left it there, and Nick Altman just flat out overskated it. Now the Toros take it away on the far side. Kangas gets taken down, and then gets revenge. But the Wilderness still on the attack. Played in the middle. Kobina can't handle. Kangas comes across for Adams. Adams stepped into, and Ash Altman takes it away. Banked ahead. Good stick by Adams, denies the pass. Earn plays back to the D. And now it's ahead for Lance. Lance hit by a pair of Wilderness, but works it ahead for Adams. Adams working along the wall. Alex Adams looks to work a cycle with Lance. Lance tied up on the near wall, stepping in as well as Kangas. This is Altman. In behind, around to the near side, Adams. Ahead for Kangas. Kangas tries to spring Lance. The rest of the Toros changing, so Lance doesn't have any help. He's eventually walled off. Broken up in neutral ice. Belial wisely plays back. Rosenbaum holds. Now we'll just reverse it around to the far side. McGinnis. Tack to tape for McGinnis. He comes back across for Rosenbaum. Toros in no hurry, but the Wilderness will pressure down 4. Dow Leaves for treble. Shot save made by Roble. We'll take our last time out. Be back with the rest of regulation after this message here on the Minotauros Network.
I'm here at the year's hottest stag pool party.
Put your antlers up.
Where? Some poor guy's backyard. These stags are bringing down the house. Seriously, deer are ripping holes in the pool cover. They're trampling patio furniture. And all the damage was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Stag Pool Party, October 27th, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Toros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your local's farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
Welcome back inside the Northwood Credit Union Arena. You've got the Minotauros Network, 1390 AM KRZ, HockeyTV.com, and GoToros.com/listen live. Toros lead the Wilderness by a score of 4-0, out shooting them 33-22 with 8:17 left to play here in regulation. Draws to the right of Roble. Moberg plays down low. Horn. This is Michael down low. McGinnis tied up. Loven pushes through a check. Puck up the wall. Moberg lost the handle. Cole took it away. He plays out to neutral ice. Belial was poking at it. Rosenbaum ahead for Cole. Just hopped over his stick. Horn back on the near side. Dumps it on net. Bouncing puck. Roble just bats it ahead. Belial gloves down to the sticks. Puck's on edge. He settles it down. And then plays ahead for Loven, who can't quite go tack to tape. He does eventually settle it down and gain the zone, looking to split a trio of defenders. It gets bumped down hard. Meanwhile, up ice, Kobina. Kobina can't get through Rosenbaum, but Rosenbaum doesn't realize the puck's in his skates. Kobina finds it, looks to center. That's broken up. The trailer's Troy. He puts it up high and out of play. They rule it was tipped, so the draw will stay in the Toros zone. 7:25 left to go. Period number 3. Toros lead by 4. Draw to the left of Roble. One by the Wilderness. Put into the middle. Green steps up and blocks it off and then guides ahead. Rysanen with a touch, but it might go too far for icing. Rysanen wins the race. That was a generous call. Meanwhile, the puck is in behind the net. 7:11 left to play here in regulation. Centering feed for Green was just out of his reach. Green was all alone, too. Meanwhile, Green in the corner, again all alone. Plays into the circle for Rysanen. Rysanen tries to go back to him, but it's taken away. Worked ahead. Ash Altman plays up ice. Lindelof into the zone, working 1-on-4. Forced around behind. Lindelof looks to work a cycle on the far wall. Lucia stepped into by Earn. Earn falls down. Then he got his skates taken out from under him. They play up top. Baird. Baird shot, gloved and held for a whistle. Dow got a piece of him, and Roble quickly may have said something to the young man. 6:35 left to go here in the third. Toros up by 4. Jamie Hyatt suggests some changes to the Oda drinking game. Shot, save. There's a shot blocked off. Those words might get you killed if you add them to the drinking game. This goes all the way down to Seibel. He plays ahead. Touched in neutral ice. Dahlemer touches across for Lund. Lund into the zone, trying to bull his way to the front. He's forced in behind. Still has possession. Plays up top. Ends with a shot. He was looking for a tip from Mucha, and he didn't get it. That went up off the netting. How are they still playing this puck? Anyways, around to the near side. Could have swore that touched the mesh. Just the way it came back down. Anyways. Mucha plays back. It's a cross. Lund touches into the zone for Dahlemer. Dahlemer looking for help. There isn't any, so we'll circle back. Dahlemer has his pocket picked by Nick Altman. Altman ahead. Leaves for Kobina as they hit the line. Kobina's shot, save made. Rebound around to the near side. Played back up top, Treble. Treble puts one off the glass, checks up in behind the net. Nick Altman tries to stuff it as he comes out from behind. But Roble able to answer the call. 5:29 left to go here in period number 3. Shots on goal, 34-28. Toros lead by 4. Draw to the left of Roble. Lance and Turskett. Toros control off the draw. Around to the near side, Adams. Adams looks to play it deep. Instead, it's taken away. Treble pinching down, plays in the circle. Quick shot by Lindelof. Blocked off, it goes wide. Candace Pickard chimes in. Better than personnel change from the Kenai broadcast. We may have to work that in every now and again. Just a little wink, nudge, nudge to the fans who followed the games in Alaska. Around to the near side, Rosenbaum. 4:52 left to play. Left off Adams. Adams delays. Now he tries a shot into the middle. Broken up. 4:42 left to play here in regulation as it's dropped down to Kangas in the corner. Kangas lost the handle to Lucia. Lucia along the near side. Kangas dogs him, and now a big shoulder comes in from Alex Adams on Lucia. Along the wall, Adams can't hold it. That was offside, and now the whistle does go. Better late than never. 4:25 left to go here in the third. Wilderness will need a goal every minute and 6 seconds if they want to draw even. This is Loven. Loven bullying his way to the front, gets hauled down. And the whistle goes as the net came off. 35-29. Shots on goal for 16. Left to go here in period number 3. Now it's down to a goal every minute 4 if the Wilderness want to tie it. Loven and Moberg on the draw. Loven wins it back to Earn. Earn rings it around. Stopping in behind is Seibel. Played off to the far side. Earn steps up, leaves for Cole. Cole into the middle for Loven. It's blocked off before it ever got there. Moberg trying to start up ice. He gets help. Moberg carries in. Shot. Save made. Rebound given away to the near side. Horn stepped into by Loven. The duo fall down. Into the far corner goes the puck. Moberg gets help. This time Michaels shouldered off the puck hard by Loven. And Cole looks to start the Toros up ice. He fails to clear the zone. However, Moberg has it. Moberg looks off to the far side. Shot blocked by Belisle. Played back. Would have been too many men if Altman had touched it, so he had to let that roll until the man he was coming on for found the bench. Near side. Fricks lost the handle to Talbot. Ahead for Green. Ryan Green on the attack on the near side. Tries a shot. That goes up and over. Rides the kick plate to the far side. Sawchuk plays down the wall. This is Rysanen. Back to Sawchuk. Sawchuk delays. Now he lost the handle. The linesman got in the way, and that may have saved the Toros from giving up a break the other way. Now they'll battle in front of the Wilderness bench. Altman came in with his elbow high. Meanwhile, the Toros have gained the line. It's ends. And shot save made. Rebound. Held on to, and now Lysagor takes exception to Green's poke at Seibel's pads. Let's see if anything will come of this. Ryan Green being sent to hockey jail with 2:56 left to play here in period number 3. And the Toros up 4. Shots on goal evening up a bit as the Wilderness tried to draw back into this one. 36-30. The shots on goal. Nolan Sawchuk wondering why Greener is the only player sent to the box. Toros will go to the kill. The draw will be to the left of Roble. 2:56 left here in the third. Toros to the kill. Up 4. Dahlimer wins the draw back from Ward. McGinnis hammers. It's kept at the point. Goats up top. Dow. Dow shot through traffic. Tip. It's in. Treble alone in front. And it got almost as loud as here as it was when the Toros scored. So a power play goal with 2:48 to play. We'll break Robles' shutout opportunity. Still, he's stopped 30 of 31 thus far. Puck ahead into the zone. Goetz looks to play into the zone, dumped in. Rosenbaum stepped into on the near wall. Puck squirts free. Dahlemer has his pocket picked by Lindelof. Still manages to get it back, does Dahlemer. Bouncing puck. Behind the play, Muchas down. I don't think anyone saw what happened. So there will be no penalty call with 2:18. Left to go in the third, and the Toros leading 4-1. Draw in front of the Toro bench. Players fall on it. And that is offside. A palindrome on the clock. 2:12 to play. Here in regulation. Toros control off the draw. This is Lance. Ahead, touched into the zone by Kangas. Back on it, Lysagor. Along the near side, Dow hit hard by Adams. Rolls it into the zone. Roble ahead, Adams. Glove down to the stick, but it's taken away. Lucia pops it ahead. Roll down into the Wilderness zone, no icing. 101 seconds left here in regulation. Toros lead by 3. Big hit by Alex Adams. Lance into the zone. Adams put Lucia down hard. Into the middle, broken up. And back out to neutral ice. Haven't seen Al hit like this in a while. This is Cole. Quick shot. Fought off by Seibel, up and out of play. 69 seconds left here in the third. Toros lead 4-1. Shots on goal 37-31 in favor of the Cream and Cardinal as well. Draw will be to the right of Seibel. Controlled by Belial. Drops back to the point. Flips one on net. It ends up just up and over. Glass and out for the Wilderness. Sawchuk will get on his horse. Can he get back after it? He can't, but Robles there. He shovels it ahead and out to neutral ice. Coet plays back. And it comes back to him on the near side. Plays up to Kobina and checks his stick. And chase forward in the near corner. Up top, Coet. Wines, fires. That's blocked by Riker Cole, who punches it down the ice. And then gets bumped into the wall, and it'll go for icing with 32.6 left to go here in period number 3. Draw comes back down to the right of Roble. As we play out the string here, Toros lead by 3. And we'll hold on to win, barring a complete disaster, as that's thrown up and over the net. Roble jumps to glove for a whistle. Late in the third in Aberdeen, it's the Wings 3, the Bobcats 2. That score holds. The Toros will move back ahead of the Bobcats in the standings. Austin up 2 on Brookings. That about a minute and a half from going final. Lysagor, long shot. That's blocked off by traffic. Delayed call coming. And now Roble getting into it with Treskett in the crease. I like a little fire from the goaltender. It's going to be 4-on-4. Treskett will go for interference, and Roble picks up a roughing penalty. Who will they have serve it for the Toros? Reisanen will go to the box to serve Roble's penalty. They just put 3 minutes back on the clock in Brookings. Interesting. There was only a minute and a half left when I looked, and now there's 4.5. This is Fricks up top, going on 4, a long shot that's gloved and held by Roble. And now Lucia takes a whack at him, and Roble comes over. Roble's going to go with him. Gloves off, we've got a brawl. And Fricks had his gloves off and tackled Talbot and threw a punch while he was down. There's going to be some additional discipline that comes out of this one. I think Roble's done for the night. So Roble's been tossed. So Samu Lankala will come on for the final 14.1. So that means all 3 goalies that started the season with the Toros will see action in this one, despite only one of them starting this game. Seibel comes in relief for the Wilderness, and now Lankala has to come in for the final 14.1. Of the third after Roble gets tossed. It'll be interesting to see what all shakes out of this one. The referee still talking to the crew in the penalty box. I think the Toros might be short-handed out of all of this. It was Lucia who came across and took a poke at Roble after the whistle, perhaps in response to that last scrum that started as a result of Lucia taking a poke. Sorry, I don't remember if it was Lucia, if someone taking a poke at Roble. Roble decided he had had enough and went at Lucia, as did pretty much everyone on the ice. Let's see what comes out of this. They've put the extra penalty on the Wilderness side of the scoreboard. My apologies. So the Toros get a power play. Talbot, Green, Rosenbaum, McGinnis. The 4-pack out for the Toros. It's a 4-on-3 power play with 14.1 seconds. Talbot wins it forward, plays it cross, and Green can't stuff it home. Played back to the point. Up top, Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum back across for McGinnis. He'll bring it. Save made. Rebound up and over the crossbar. Played back to Rosenbaum. He brings it through traffic. It's kicked away by Seibel. Doesn't matter. Toros go on to win. We'll take a short break and be back to wrap it up. Before we get on the bus for the long drive home, you are listening to the Minotauros Network.
Hey guys, my name is Steve Olschwenger, Fire Chief from Maryland Heights, Missouri. I love Firehouse Subs because you can feed your whole crew and help your community thanks to Firehouse Subs Catering. If you're planning a tailgate, an office holiday party, or anything in between, Firehouse Subs has crowd-pleasing platters starting at just $5 per person. They'll even deliver to you. And of course, you'll be helping your community because a portion of every purchase at Firehouse Subs goes towards helping first responders in our communities. The more subs folks enjoy, the more Firehouse Subs is able to help save lives.
Firehouse Subs Catering. Choose from sub, salad, or dessert platters for your next group gathering. Platters start at just $5 a person. Visit firehousesubs.com to find a location near you. Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen. Firehouse of America will donate 0.13% of your purchases in 2017 at all U.S. locations to the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation with a minimum donation of $1 million. For full details, visit firehousesubs.com.
Daniel the deer danced everywhere. He pranced through fields and jigged through rivers. Then he saw it. What a stage! A place no deer had dared dance before. The hood of a brand new car. And the car was covered, thanks to Farmers Insurance. Deer Dance Floor, December 1st, 2014. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm Taros forward Taylor Lance. Call Miranda Schuler, my billet mom, and your local's farmer's agent at 701-838-8144.
All in one place, you can get a fabulous coffee, the best burger in town. Arrange a meeting for up to 30 people and begin your next trip, whether business or vacation. It's Minot's newest, most architecturally beautiful, versatile structure, the Minot International Airport. The Trestle Tap House and Cafe with Caribou Coffee and customizable meeting spaces are just a couple of the amenities offered. The Minot International Airport. See the world from home.
Your hands are a vital part of who you are, how you work, play, even how you communicate. When injury or illness strikes, the hand team at Trinity Health will be there to help restore full functionality. We specialize in surgical repairs, hand reconstruction, non-surgical interventions, and occupational therapies. Don't let damage or disorder take away your hands. See the hand team at Trinity Health. Trinity Health, reinventing health.
Welcome back inside the Northwoods Credit Union Arena here in Cloquet, Minnesota. Toros win by a score of 4-1 and will move ahead of the Bismarck Bobcats into fourth place in the Central Division, assuming the Aberdeen Wings hold on, which at last look, they still were up on Bismarck. There is 8.5 minutes left to play in the Odie. But the Wings still lead 3-2. Here, the Toros win. We'll recap it all for you before we go. It was a wild one. See if they've updated all the penalties from that last little incident. Recap the scoring for you first as they continue to put that in. Final shot totals 37-33 in favor of the Toros. Keenan Lund opened the scoring from Austin Dahlemer at 14:01 of the first. For Lund, it was his third of the year. Dahlemer picks up assist number 16, giving him 25 points on the year. Andrew Kangas got his fifth of the season at 10:18 in the second. He came unassisted. He took the puck away from the Wilderness defender at the blue line, walked in alone, and beat the goaltender Fanti. Riker Cole then scored on a tip on a nice feed from Grant Love, and Jake Rosenbaum picks up his fourth helper as well on that play, and that made it 3-0 after 40 minutes. From there, the Wilderness pulled their goaltender Fanti in favor of the recently added Jacob Seibel, who started the year as a Toro before being released. He eventually went to Brookings and now has made his way to the Wilderness. So it looked like we were going to see two of the three Toros goaltenders from the start of the season. Michael Talbot then scored unassisted. It was his fourth of the year at 8:21 of the third. And then on a late penalty call on Ryan Green, Andre Treble tipped a Luke Dow shot from the point just up and over Jack Roble to break the shutout. From there, things got a little chippy. A play in front of the net led to Roble getting bumped. A scrum ensued. No penalties were called. Then another scrum in front. Gino Lucia took a whack at Jack Roble on the next shot on goal. Roble decided he had enough. He went at Lucia. Everyone on the ice came together. Punches were thrown. And Roble was tossed. Lucia, but now I don't know why Roble was tossed. They gave him a 2-minute. I guess rather than have him sit in the penalty box, they just sent him to the locker room. There were only 14 seconds left. Lucia was given a roughing minor. Roble was given a roughing minor. Turcotte was given goaltender interference. So, out of all that scrum, what wasn't called was, I believe, it was Lucia punching Talbot in the face while Talbot was down on the ice. Talbot still had his gloves on. Lucia had his gloves off and was wailing away. It'll be interesting to see if there's any kind of supplemental discipline. But none of that affected the final score. Toros win 4-1. They avoid a season-long 5-game losing streak, and they move back ahead of the Bismarck Bobcats, assuming, now I spoke too soon. The Bobcats have tied it up with 1:16 left to play in the third, so the Bobcats may stay even. They will go to overtime, so pending that outcome, the Toros may not now move ahead of the Bobcats into fourth place. Brookings does lose to Austin, which means they will not have any opportunity. Not they could have. The Toros won, so the Toros will stay ahead of Brookings, who is the opponent for the next 2 weekends. Toros host Brookings next Friday and Saturday night at the Mesa Arena. Superhero Night on Friday, sponsored by Carpet Garage, followed by Liberty Tax Noisemaker Night on Saturday. So a fun weekend at the Mesa Arena. Both games start at 8:05, I believe. Hopefully fans come out. We've had some good crowds of late, a rocking atmosphere in the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Hope to see you there for what should be a fun weekend. No, I'm wrong. Wrong on my promotions. That's the next homestand. This weekend is Hefty Seed weekend. We'll have Lexi Wyman singing at the Pepsi rink, both games this weekend. Superhero Nights the first weekend of February, as is Liberty Tax Noisemaker Night. That'll be a fun weekend too, but first up, Hefty Seed weekend with Lexi Wyman. So we hope to see you all at the Mesa Arena on Friday and Saturday night. That'll do it for us here. Toros win 4-1. We'll talk to you next week from Minot.
This has been a presentation of Minotauros Hockey. Visit MinotaurosHockey.com to stay up to date on all things Toros. This broadcast was brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Gooseneck Implement, Mattress Firm, Liberty Tax, and Coulter Energy. Minotauros Hockey, join the charge.